smoke, you jaws, he flowed you. Last week I was fucked up, now the bugs tucked, had to brush off. She wanna brush up, what's up? I'm in the flesh again, let the blessing blitz. Diamond crescent soul, I don't fit the mold. Put it on my mama, if you in the way, I'm finna ramrod if you don't let me in. Goofy claiming that he fresh and fit, but he sweat the that he never get. I'm from that cloth, I'm always fit to frame the way I cut the tie, she need a medikit. Swear to God, these niggas amateur. They waiting on me for the fall off. You be holding your breath till your face tint the same color code, they match the amethyst. Shorty won't jump my bones and dead, cause I look like $1,000,000 and the flow hit like 1,000,000 bricks. Yeah. I'm ganged up, I'm moving celibate, like I might never give a fuck again. These niggas never seen 100 bands, finna double back and hit that lick again. I'm gifted, I'm different, pre-roll my dope, I'm lifted, I'm floating, I'm glitching. I'm gifted, I'm lawless, I'm itching. You don't want no smoke, you jaws, he flowed you. And they say he do a little this, he do a little that. He jump out the house, he flipping in racks. I spin around block, I'm dizzy off map, I'm on go quick calling us back. And she say she finna let me hit from the back. I'm never all brand, I'm dressing all black. I step in the bitch and I lead through the back. Why you move so Stevie?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Yeah. I probably never give a fuck again. Bands finna double back and hit that lick again.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another stream. I am Poppin' P1. Good to have you all here. Welcome again. I'm going to say this right off the rip. The next PGR short film comes out tomorrow, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Super excited to have that one come out. That one I had to go back to the drawing board on the other short films just because it was not up to par what I was wanting. And basically how I looked at it is I was rushing myself to get caught up to the current chapter. So right now we're on chapter 31, right? I was trying to get caught up with my short film so that way whenever I get done with Shaper's Ripples, I would immediately be getting the short film out. Clearly that's not realistic. So I ended up fucking myself over. So I'm like, okay, hold on. We're gonna take a step back. We're gonna just enjoy making them videos again, and that's exactly what I did. I went back to the drawing board, enjoyed the hell out of making it, and yeah, and I really liked how it turned out. I liked the flow of the video. I like the flow of the songs, everything kind of came together. So I'm very excited to see how it's gonna do. And like I said, if it does great, amazing. If it doesn't, that's all right, because I'm still okay with it. I'm still happy that I made it, and I'm still happy that it's made, because like I said, it helps put pieces together for the channel to get made. So this is a nugget that I can look back on and be like, hell yeah. We still let nuggets down every now. So anyhow, I don't know if that's a bot or not. We're just gonna do that. So but anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, last time we ended, we were on episode 4. So we were getting ready to start episode 4 of Shaper's Ripples. So far, it's interesting. I have to go in with the open mind, knowing that okay, we're not supposed to be here, but then it's like, oh, this is happening. So we went into the tower, we got kicked out by Vonnegut, we're in the golden age, and we met Rosa, who is Rosa's mom later down the road, and it's like, what the fuck? And Kratos there now, Vonnegut's there. We seen Chaos. She was T-posing on us. So a lot of things are moving, but it's all gonna make sense. So I'm just looking forward to it. Hello, Poppin'. How's it going? Congrats on you, dude. You are growing more as well. No pressure on taking extra time doing your films. Time gives you quality. Exactly. I appreciate that. Thank you, Unknown. I am doing pretty well so far. It's a good night so far. Got the house to myself. The family is out at a MLB game right now. So I would have liked to go, but I told them, hey, I got to stream tonight, and they understood completely. They support me 100%, and that is something that I do not take for granted at all because they are my number ones. They are my rock. I would do damn near anything for them. And the fact that they are supporting me shows a lot, and I'm super, super blessed, and I'm super grateful. So a couple other things too before we get started. Just talk it up with y'all. We also got another bot on stream on Kick. Amazing. That's crazy. Anyhow, let's see. One. I'll do it in a minute. I'll show it in a minute. You all see it right now. Yeah, man. 4 main players for this chapter. More pain is gonna come up in this one, so best be prepared for it. Hey, I have to be prepared. You know what? It's all right. It's all right. It's gonna happen. We're gonna see some shit. I'm prepared for it. Whether how bad it is or not, time will tell. But okay, 2 things. One, I'm actually these are 2 things that happen outside of the stream. So 2 things. One, I'm actually getting contacts. Probably not this week. Well, yeah, it'll probably be like 2 weeks from now. No, it'll be next week. So not this week, but I should be getting my contacts in next week. Hopefully, I go to the eye doctor on Wednesday to get new frames and all that. So, because you can. So we were okay. So it was actually it was a good day. So we went to a winery for lunch because it was super nice out where we were at. And we went to a winery. We had really good food. It was a lot of fun. And so my mom was like, you need to get some new glasses. I said, I'll get them eventually. Don't worry about it. Because I can pull them. I can swing it. But I just made another. So this is something I can tell. Now this is something that has to do with content. I just made another huge investment again. I got a lot of things coming in again, but I'm super excited for these to come in because it's gonna bump the audio quality up really well. It's gonna bump up the visuals really well. So basically, content's gonna bump up another ramp. It's gonna ramp up again when they do come in, and I'm super excited for them to come in because I've been wanting all these things for a minute. They just cost a fucking lot. I shit you not, ladies and gentlemen. I've spent a pretty fucking penny getting all this set up. All right, this is more than I ever thought, but I'm super blessed to be able to be in that position to be able to make that invest, to make those purchases because one, they hold their value really well. My camera's holding my value. This mic will hold its value. Everything else that's coming in soon will hold their value. So it's a nice investment because if for some odd reason this doesn't work out, I can immediately just go out and work for and get client work. I'm hoping that's not the case. Whatever, you never know. I have to pray for the best, pray for the worst, and hope for the best and pray for the worst. And so I am continuing to make investments on myself, continuing to make investments on the channel. So basically, think of it as like more tools for me to garden the plants, the fruits, the vegetables, and that's basically what's going to be happening. They should be coming in, so content will be ramping up quality-wise again when that does happen. I cannot wait for them to come in, and then that's one. I guess there's 3 things then. So that was the first one. Second one is getting glasses. I'm getting new glasses because I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but like you might. You see the fucking the glare, the little 2 dots right there. Yeah, I've been dealing with that for about I would say a little over 6 months. So my mom was like, "Yeah, you're getting new glasses regardless." I'm like, "Fine, I'll get new glasses." So I actually made an appointment to go to get glasses Wednesday. I'm gonna go in, get my eyes dilated. They're gonna check my vision, all that fun stuff, all hoo-ha, and then I'll get new glasses. So you're gonna see me with new glasses, and then eventually you're gonna see me without glasses because I've been wanting to get contacts for a long time, and I'm very glad that I'm gonna be able to get contacts again because now when I go to work, they're not gonna get beat up. I have my contacts, and 2, I'll be actually able to get sunglasses, and 3, I'll be actually able to get blue light, like pure blue light glasses that are not embedded into my actual prescription frames. So that'll be nice. And then the other one is I got a Bible. This is my first ever Bible. I remember I ordered it last night. I remember just sitting in my bed, just kind of, just talking to the man upstairs. And then I remember just getting like something in my gut was telling me like, hey, maybe, it's time to get closer to the man upstairs. We talk with him every night. And I just remember, what, I think it's time to get one. And my first ever Bible. Very excited to learn and to read the Word. And I'm very grateful that I have this. It's going to be super interesting for me doing this. And, I think a lot of y'all know that, I do believe there's a God and all that fun stuff. And this, I think, is going to help me a lot. And I'm super glad that I have it. Super grateful that I'm able to grab it. And I'm super excited to get into it. But that's about it. Those are the 3 things that went on. I hope you all having a good weekend again. The weekend's just starting. And very, very excited to get into this chapter. Amen. Yes, sir. Amen. And I talked to someone at work, and we were chopping it up on a lot of things. So I'm super glad that that I am close to the man upstairs, and that'll be another step to getting closer to him. And that's something that I want to be able to get closer to. And on top of that, be a better leader for this channel, be a better leader in person, in general, so that way I'm able to continue doing the things I love. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get straight on into this chapter. We are on episode 4, The Loom of Calamity. So I think this is where things start kicking up a notch, maybe. We're going to see. We're only 37% on Commandant's first, so meaning we're on like the first, I want to say first timeline, and then we move to another timeline. I have a feeling we're going to get like through 3 timelines, probably. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to mute the music, bump up the game, and we're going to get right on into it. All right. Let me pause the music. Boom. Boom. And undo the game, actually. Okay. Daddy! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. You are up late again. Damn, you are up late. Well, I'm glad to have you here. I hope you don't get sleep deprived. I would hate for you to get sleep deprived from this, but I'm glad to have you here. You're just in time. We're literally getting ready to start episode 4. But I don't want to waste any more time. But I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you're having a good night. I'm gonna click on this, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 4, The Loom of Calamity. Here we go. Cradle. How would you describe this era? Net! Yo! First time coming on here. Thanks to Carefree Bot for the channel recommendation. Yes! Thank you, Carefree Dot. Shout out to that man for really doing that. He really did not have to do that. That was the other thing too. That was the other thing I was forgetting, is the fact that Carefree Dot shouted me out. I'm super beyond grateful that he did that. He really did not have to do that, and I'm super blessed that he did. To have all the newcomers here knowing that like I'm doing something right, and the fact that he was willing to do that and go out of his way to do that, man, I'm super blessed to be able to have him do that. But Nat, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I hope you're having a good one so far. I hope your weekend's doing good. I'm super glad to have you here. You're just on time. We just started this episode, and I just made an announcement that the next short film is coming out tomorrow at 7 a.m. And I'm super glad to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to tell you right now, I am very passionate about things that I enjoy. So you are going to hear me scream. You are going to hear me yell. You're going to see me sad, mad, you're going to see the emotions come out of me. But it's just because I'm so passionate about something. And when I'm passionate about something, it's real, it's raw, it's authentic. You're gonna see the real me. This is the real me, and that's just how I am, man. I'm just super into stuff. So I'm gonna be playing something on the side, but I'm here. Yes, sir. Hey, all good. All good. Enjoy whatever you are playing, and I hope you have fun. And to the two people on Kick, welcome as well. Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Just in time. We're getting ready to start. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's a time of peace with cutting-edge technology. Vibrant and resplendent. Maybe we'll be able to see you cry after this chapter. Now, I'm gonna be honest. That's gonna be very, very hard to do because it takes a lot for me to be able to cry like that. Just because, yes, I wear my heart on my sleeve, so you are gonna see like the emotions, but for me to be able to cry, it's gonna take a lot because, you know, life has dealt me some cards that have shaped me into the person I am today, and to know that they're there. So it's gonna take a lot for me. If I'm gonna cry on this, it's gonna take a lot. But I'm just telling y'all right now, like, life's roughed me up a little bit, so it's like it's gonna take a amount. It's gonna take a lot. Man, I wish I found this channel sooner. I binge watched all the chapter playthroughs and catch up, and now we're finally at Shapers. Damn, you really did. You really did win all the way. Well, I'm glad to have you here, and do not worry. The short films kind of like recap the chapters, but I do them in my own unique way. I basically like to immerse myself in the game, so I like to think as myself as the commandant because that just makes it fun for me. Same thing with me doing narration. I do voiceovers on this because it makes it fun for me. So the narration's got its own voice, the commandant, me's got its own voice, all the other characters have their own voice. So I'm hoping it just makes it fun for me. But the short films do kind of recap what happened in the chapters, just in their own unique way that I find it special to me. And it just brings me joy. It brings me fulfillment, knowing that I am able to chase my purpose and have it have meaning. So I do gratefully appreciate you watching all of that, and I'm glad to have you here. And ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on now. We already read this part. Growing up in this golden era, I sense there's more beneath its gleaming surface. Even a lush mountain can have its rotten wood. Oh, okay, spitting. No matter how thriving the times, there will always be people who simply won't learn. That is true. That is true. Sorry, I had to text my mom. Here we go. If a flourishing era could truly wipe out the human laziness and mediocrity, then we'd be marching straight into a dystopian future. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm assuming you're from Kowloon. You got the attire of it. Did you know there's a towering structure in the Golden Age exhibit that employees called Babel Tower and Skyreach Tower? It stands as the tallest and most majestic edifice in all of Constelia. Inside, the spiral stairs are fashioned from piano keys and strings. Whenever someone sets foot on them, they guide a variety of instruments to create a mesmerizing melody. To stop a flood of footsteps from turning that harmony into distant messes, the tower only allows its music to be triggered in a carefully ordered sequence. Guided by the careful orchestration of multiple composers, the tower's theme changes with every person who steps onto it or lingers there. It always maintains a measured, harmonious flow. At the same time, it suggests certain individuals with certain steps only create the sound of their own tread discordant, unable to blend into the tower's majestic harmony. This, in my eyes, is the Golden Age. Okay. We see Kratos right off the rip, and she's in her Cecily form. Nice. Kratos stands on a street stained with the red tide, her gaze locked on Babel Tower in near distance. The future that belongs to her. She first appears right before the tower, right where that tower rises. Back then, Constellia was a hub of scientific advancement. It seems she was born to another world line? Question mark? Okay. But now, neither the city nor this era is hers anymore. She must wrest control of the contaminating memetric, just to recall fleeting memories of that bygone time. The most primitive form of the punishing virus, it takes only a civilization capable of using zero-point energy for it to be born and contaminate the civilians' most cutting-edge technology. In the current world, it targeted the Consult but ended up being locked up by it. This has led to the incompletion of the punishing virus on Earth and has greatly reduced its spread and power. Okay, so that damn thing has happened before in different timelines, in different parallel worlds, and fucked everything up, but in this world, we were able to lock it up, basically rendering it somewhat useless, but still fucking up everything, but not to the degree that it would usually be able to if it did. Okay. She recalls her descent, her imprisonment within the memetric of human nature. Wait a minute, hold on. Her imprisonment within the memetric. So she was in the memetric itself? Kind of, but not quite. What I love about this chapter is how you get to piece together the information and details the more you read through it. True, I was gonna say, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, well, the more I read it, I'm like, okay, we're kind of getting more pieces. We're getting an outline, but we're not getting the quite picture yet. So it is interesting. And how she arrived in this new world, broken, clinging to life in Kratos' body. Okay, so I'm gonna continue on. Even now, much of her past remains lost. She can't remember what led her to the last failure, and she's still influenced by human nature, feeling a surge of desire and praising the tower's monumental presence. It's breathtaking. She puts a lot of place in here, intent on letting the red tide swallow every nook and cranny until the city is consumed by a sea of red. After all, reaping Earth's civilization has always been Agent Zero's calling. So, this is not her real body, she's just using it. Okay. Oh, it's about to start. She gently tucks back the wind-blown hair near her temple, casting a faint smile towards the shadow at the street corner. When that time arrives, Chaos, what do you think these two would do? A doll-like kettle creature steps out from the corner she's been watching. Same as Celine. Okay. So, she's just... so... If she's Celine was born out of pure hatred. So, Kratos was born out of pure human nature then. Agent Zero is one thing, Kratos is another. Okay. Because Luna did have pure hatred, but then she was just like, I'm gonna go do my own thing. But then in turn, that created Celine. So, just possessing, basically. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Kratos possessing a body or someone. Okay. Sorry for the late life of my leader. No, you're all good. Ridushki, you're all good. You the right hand man, so you chilling, all right? You all good, all right? You've been watching, you've been looking over, you've been helping me a lot. You've been helping me a lot in the Discord, and I do appreciate that. If this is who I'm thinking, I don't want to assume, but I think this is who I know it is. You've been here. If this is who I'm talking to, you've been here since day one, on even before, even before I believe the streaming, even before then. You've been helping with the guild too, so I do appreciate you. So you're all good. Don't even be sorry that you're late. You're just in time. You're chilling. Here we go. Oh, I've been looking for you. Has Vonnegut changed his plan again? He still aims to tamper with the red tide by gradually wearing me down through the portion connected to me, right? It'll work, but it'll take forever, or multiple time rewinds. Okay, so that confirms that he has been rewinding. Cradle, looking completely at ease, steps closer to Chaos, causing her to retreat in caution. Oh, but before he's ready for anything, Vonnegut goes ahead and tosses Lucia and that Commandant straight into my playground. He knows full well that's bound to happen, and that I won't hold back, but he still hurries to push them out of the Herald Tower, sending them to their deaths. Don't tell me he's already written the three of you out of his original plan. Chaos doesn't say a word, and she just clenches whatever he's, I'm gonna say she, because, you know, this game loves to have fucking mistypes. She just clenches whatever she's holding on to even tighter. Looks like he still won't give up. Well, I'm ready. The city is about to be consumed by the red tide. She discreetly conceals her next move in this massacre, using proactive taunts to stop Chaos from backing down. Including Rose. Why do you care so much about that kid? Even lure that Commandant just to help her? Oh boy, that triggered her. That triggered something. Madam, are you alright? Rose sticks close to Lucia, hurrying over by a visibly exhausted staff member. It's alright. You're safe too. Stay close and we don't get separated again. I've been worried. She draws a deep breath, finally recovering from the tense fear that still clings to her. That damn it. Darn it, I missed quite a bit because of the phone call. Oh, you're good. Hey, you're chilling. Basically, we just Cradle spitting some facts on some things. We saw Cradle again, and now here we are. So you're chilling. Who are these two people? They're the ones who saved me. Oh, and I'm Lucia. Just call me Poppin' P. Haven't seen you folks around here before. How'd you get in? We came through an underground tunnel. Once we got out, we got turned around and couldn't find our way back. Well, that's one hell of a story, but yeah. Calling yourself time travelers isn't exactly a genius move, but it might help dig up some info on Constellia. Underground tunnel? The staff member takes a moment to think and then voices what Lucia has suspected. Maybe it's near the underground parking area? I've heard they're still fixing that place up. Where's the underground parking lot anyway? Mind show me roughly where it is? Okay, but those mercenaries are hanging around nearby, trying to find a way out. If you head over, you could end up in a fight. What's going on? Why would we end up in a fight? The female voices are amazing. Hey, you know what? I gotta try. I can't voice a girl's voice because, you know, I ain't a woman, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure they're like 75% there. Here we go. It begins as a protest. It was only about a month ago we got fired. Management wants to cut costs and put more tasks in our hands of machines. We really want to keep our jobs, so we've been protesting with everyone else because, well, it's actually a pretty decent job. But it didn't take long for some folks to stir up trouble. Went too far, so management brought in the mercenaries. We've been stuck in a deadlock for over 10 hours, and all of a sudden the disaster containment went all the walls go up. We thought they were about to pull some new tactic, but it turns out they ended up trapping the mercenaries in here with us too. After that, everyone's been scrambling over food. Once people get hungry enough, they just stop caring about everything else. She doesn't even finish her sentence before the whole building starts to shake. An earthquake? There might be a problem with the underground tunnel. Hurry up and look for the entrance. Oh god. Ugh. We've been hungry for days. If you don't want to find a way out, let me know. No matter what, we need to get out of here. I will. Darcy, where's everyone going? The exhausted looking staff member, Darcy, gestures to the west. It'll probably hold up in the building D7 over there on the west side. You know, the twin tower with the viewing bridge. The water's still running there and the bathrooms work. How many folks do we have here? We've got roughly 60 people, though. I'm not sure how many can still move now. Go with us. Downstairs is flooded by the red. I mean, some sort of super toxic liquid. Most folks can't make it through, but I can lead you across. Nah, I'm good. She's like, nah, I'm good. I'm chilling. If you're heading out, go on. The Sikan's probably hot up in D7, and I really don't feel like listening to her. Siskan? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Yuriko Kirishima. That's who it is. As soon as her colleagues comes up, she practically can't stop talking. Oh boy. Ever since she got locked up, it's always the same talk every day. No news from her sister, no news from her sister, and still no news from her sister. Wait. If I can't, I'll start to update the games. Oh, okay. It really seems like she's worried sick about her sister. Oh, it's way more than worry. Bet you never seen a total meltdown leave Siskan before, huh? It's 3 in the morning and I was about to drift off when she suddenly bolted upright and said, I'm such an idiot. Seriously, if I'd only messaged my sister more back then. She never bothered to call or text before, but now that something's gone wrong, she thinks she can reach her sister through me? I mean, what can I do? I'm starving and cranky, and she won't stop complaining. If you had a sister like that, wouldn't you be able to put up with it? Lucy opens her mouth but stops herself, weighed down by tangled emotion. She says nothing. Where's your sister? I don't really know. She said that she has some bad blood ages ago and that they stopped talking. Now that everything's gone wrong, she's scared she won't get a chance to see her sister now before it's too late. So she's been venting to me nonstop. That's, okay. Right at that moment, the art gallery starts shaking violently. Oh, we're not gonna get buried by all this, right? Come on, stick with us. It's safer that way, Darcy. Fine. Yuriko is more familiar with that underground parking lot than I am. Once we're there, I'll see what she knows. If there really is an underground tunnel, let's hope we can get out of Concelia before it caves in. Alright, let's go. Oof. Oh boy. Mona. Okay. Why is everything shaking again? I've got a really ominous feeling. If we don't get the fuck out of here soon, more lives will be forced. He pops his knuckles audibly, then circles the hospital bed a couple times, clearly agitated. Yuriko, you've been standing on the floor. What's caught your eye? The last message I got from my sister. It calms down. I can't even tell where she is anymore. Huh? I didn't know you had a sister. You never mentioned her before. Yeah, she's caught up in her own business. We haven't really kept in touch, so it's just never came up. Any updates at all? Nothing yet. The signal's still out. The captain glances back at the woman resting in the infirmary bed. Mona, any updates on your end? Nope. Comms are still down. You've checked 5 times in the past hour. Why not take a break and sit for a bit? Nice Scottish accent. I didn't even know I was doing a Scottish accent, I'm gonna be honest. I was just kind of like, well, we're just gonna do a voice because he's the captain, so. Oh, they're on shaking out, though. We can't keep doing this. Yeah, it's not gonna work, but asking over and over won't magically solve anything. She rubs her shoulder where she was hit during the protest conflict. If I'd have known we were gonna end up stuck here, I never would have done this or asked the boss to send you in, for that matter. Hearing those words of regret, the mercenary captain grows more anxious, pacing back and forth in the infirmary. Come on. There's no such thing as if. You folks at Constellia built that wall over the top so we can't even crack it. Is it really necessary to make it this impenetrable? Yeah, it's odd. I checked the specs on the disaster and containment walls. They're not supposed to be that sturdy. But somehow they are. Oi, boss! They're the only halfway through the talking when a mercenary rushes into the infirmary, out of breath. What now? Downstairs is suddenly flooded with some red liquid. Anyone who touches it just starts rotting all over. And the squad we sent to the underground parking lot still hasn't returned. Got a few folks with rotting legs. Some of ours and some of theirs. They're end up on the second floor. I can't even stand. We also stumbled upon a whole bunch of weird. He picks his words with care. creatures? Monsters? They're even weirder than anything we've run into before. We should round up a few more hunts. At the very least, let's get the ones who can't walk back safely. This isn't really some twisted reality show, is it? How did things end up like this? Oh, the reality show that triggers an earthquake? Good things Constellia construction is rock solid. There could be an underground lab with below Constellia that's got a few off rails. That would explain the monster showing up again and again after the red water. Then a little girl, driven mad by the experiments, crawls out of the facility looking for a payback. Happens all the time in the movies. Don't scare me like that. Sure, your theory makes sense, but I literally went to that super accurate church last month and had a great luck blessing. There's no way I'm the one. This is gonna happen to. Goodness, great luck still counts even if you're next life. You piece of. No matter what happens, we have to rescue them. I know. We can't just abandon them. We can only secure this building and only directly across. The streets are in the water now, so there's not a way through down there. We'll have to go across the rooftop viewing bridge to reach the other side. All right, let's split up. Chico, take the two people and head to the building across the way. I'll go downstairs with the rest of them. Chico, I feel like we have heard that name before. I will. Chico pushes open the infirmary door and steps onto the observation bridge. It's already dark outside. In the bitter winter, that wind carries that promise of snow. From the bridge's edge, the three of them look down beneath the veil of the night. The street glows with an eerie crimson. Oh, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. We need to save people first. Oh shit, okay. A crimson lightning flashes tears across the darkness, then crashes into the raging red tide. Two red tide head-o creatures remain locked in a vivid crimson struggle for over an hour now. Cradle, deft fingers glide over the strings, waving a haunting melody that compels the head-o creatures to relentlessly charge at chaos. Relying on the force field barrier provided by Vonnegut, Chaos focuses on defense and evasive maneuvers. Each time they collide, the underground tremors intensify and the red tide lets out a sorrowful warning. I'll devour this city at any moment now. Are you really gonna keep hiding from me? The doll doesn't respond, she just grips the fruit in her hand as the music plays. I like the music though, I'll fuck with the music. Avoiding carrying on like this, I've got more interesting things to do. Cradle cocks her head to one side, casually plucking the strings. She exposes her hair and neck to Chaos, pretending to be completely defenseless. A crimson surge at her side swirls into a vortex that swallows her up, guiding her into the crack of the street. Even though she knows it's a trap, Chaos can't hold back anymore. She refuses to stand by and watch her slip away, letting catastrophe run its course. Okay! The moment the blades clash, a surge of crimson energy far beyond mortal understanding erupts. The swirling current immediately engulfs both figures born of the crimson surge, but it carries Cradle upward while trapping Chaos. Got you at last! She floats above, her eyes fixed on Chaos and the scarlet maelstrom below, like a faint moon watching its own reflection. Do you regret it? You had a better shot if you stayed out of sight, but here you are anyway. The girl lifts her hand in victory, ordering her faithful red tide to tear the chaos. You're not gonna answer me anyway, so let's just finish this. She lowers her hand, but the red tide remains silent. A strange feeling pounds at the wound in her chest. Oh, I see. Oh, whoa, that's new. She touches it carefully, realizing that the fruit Chaos was holding got fully lodged into her body with that last blow. Is this a fragment of your memory? Not gonna lie, Cradle may be crazy, but the design is nice. Yes, I was gonna say, I do enjoy the hint of red with the majority of the black. I really like the red tips. That is a very shapukisumeto. Here we go. So you put it inside me so you can share the Agent Zero's authority, right? Did you get that idea from Alpha and Lucia, or from Luna and Celine?
Vonnegut, it looks like you finally made some progress. Congrats, but you made it way too obvious. At least let me stay in the dark a bit longer before catching on. The girl lets it aside her opponent's naive scheme. Smiling, she presses her fingernail into the wound and digs out the fruit that hasn't even fused with her body. That is fucking crazy. There's still a bit of residue left that I can't totally clean off, but this ought to be enough to handle you. Cradle plucks the strings again. Under her limited guidance, the red tide condenses into a dense orb of water. In the next instant, the street crashes down in sync with the deep cracks in the ground, echoing with a deafening roar. Okay, Oblivion Butterfly, Episode 5. The ground quakes violently, splitting open to reveal a terrifying chasm. The street yawns wide, with a ravenous mouth, swallowing every last thing on the surface. A red tide bursts from the fissure like a spring, flooding the sunken street in an instant. Only surging waves and swirling eddies remain, announcing that the collapse below is far from over. An underground parking lot is already underwater. Lucia holds the human in her arms, flying overhead through the continuously collapsing zone. Oh yeah, I forgot. We get touched by that, we're cooked, so she's gotta hold us. Watch out! Hey, okay, like that. Nice little visual effects. An explosive burst shatters the floor. Lucia shields her head with her arm, twisting swiftly aside to dodge the crumbling wall. Behind her, thick smoke billows. The terrified scream pierced through the air without pause. Commandant! She still won't let go of those protective hands around you. Wait, what? She still won't let go of those protective hands around. Oh. We have to tackle the core problem first if we want any chance of helping them.
I know. Is there any safe spot left? Let's head that way right now.
I just moved Darcy and Rose to D7 Twin Observation Tower on the west side. It's higher up and farther from the underground parking lot, so it's still safe for the time being.
We should beat them. Chaos seems really worried about Rose. There could be more going on than we realize.
Got it. Hold on tight, Commandant.
Right.
And she never will. She never will. She really never will. She'll die before that happens. You reach the second floor with Lucia. Just as Darcy comes into view, the crash of breaking glass rings out overhead and everything goes dark in an instant. Watch out!
What? Oh, Rose? Darcy!
What's happening?
Darcy's ancient voice echoes through the dark. Stay put! We're on our way!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, gotta switch to terminal light. The dim emergency lamp flickers, so you slow your pace and advance carefully. What is this? What the? The glow lights up the path with every step. As you scan the hall, your eyes lock on the splattered blood and bodies sprawled across the floor.
Bodies?
They're wearing the same great gear and uniform, just like those mercenaries looking for trouble earlier. Must be the mercenaries of some sort. What happened? How did so many end up like this?
Don't ask me. I was shot coming over here. I wasn't here yesterday. Suddenly, a flash of lightning shoots up from below, heading straight for Lucia.
Ooh, okay. She swings her sword in a smooth arc, slicing the lightning clean in half and exposing what it really is. Hold on. Here we go. Butterfly?
What is it?
Ooh, okay.
It's Hello Creature. They're coming in.
Before Lucia can even finish, more butterflies surge from the shadows. Darcy, get behind cover with Rose. Pulling back Lucia, standing back to back with her, supporting her with your covering fire. A swarm of butterfly floods into the light surrounding the two of you. Their assault is straightforward and delicate, relying on their small frames and sheer numbers to overwhelm them. If you let your guard down now, one slips into your blind spot and sticks to you, almost daring you to slice through both it and whatever it clings to. Okay, so hold on. If you sorry, my mind is kind of boggled at the moment for some stupid fucking shit that some annoying people are doing. So my train of thought is not there at the moment. Okay, let me. Alright. Whew, now calm down. Alright, here we go. Let me reread this. And we're gonna be good. If you let your guard down, one slips into your blind spot and sticks to you. So it stuck to us. But it didn't? No, if we let a guard down, it sticks to us. But apparently one got through already. They got more brutal the darker, the longer kernel. Wait, okay. In contrast with the censorship they started introducing into the earlier chapter. I mean, it's crazy that they're more detailed with the blood. I'll give them that. In contrast, they got more brutal and darker the longer kernel cooked for the chapters. I mean, yeah, you give them time, they're gonna cook some stuff up. But what's the point of censoring the earlier chapter now? They did it like 6 months ago. Did they censor the earlier chapters now? Pull back. I don't think Kuro is gonna touch more on what's been done already during the early days. Oh, are we talking about like the beginning scene with Lucia? They censored it? What? No, you're kidding me. Really? They actually censored it? They censored... What? Why? That don't make sense. Also the one with Alpha? What? They censored that? That was not even bad. That's literally just a fucking here and here. How's that gonna get censored? No fucking way. That's fucking insane. 10, 20, 30. The broken wings accumulate around you, creating a crimson circle. All the blood is gone. What? What? I'm gonna have to look at that when we get done with this episode. Just when you think you're in for the long, grueling standoff, the remaining butterflies suddenly pull back into the darkness as if they have been given a direct order. Whoa! God damn, she looked good. Holy shit! Oh, I'm a sucker for abs, bro. I'm a sucker for abs. God damn! Fuck, she looked good, bro. Oh, okay, hold on.
Are you two alright?
I'm okay. What happened out there?
Hetero creatures aren't supposed to be this smart. It's obvious we are their target, which means someone must be controlling them. Lucio lifts a fragment of the butterfly wings, holds it close to her Omega core, and engages the Pyroth Frame's Phantom Tracer system.
Did you find anything yet?
So it really is Cradle. She's the one who made these butterflies like hetero creatures. She scans the area again, making sure no threats is left unchecked before finally lowering the blade. Okay.
This whole district is now her stronghold.
There must be an underground crack linked to the Inver Hetero Tower. That's likely why the Red Tide rolled in so fast.
We won't solve anything by stalling. We can't keep the Red Tide at bay, so we need to head back to the tower.
If it's really below us, submerged like that, then there's no way you'll make it through.
If it comes down to it, you head back to the tower first. No sense staying stuck here. Right.
Okay. I'll hurry and locate the rifting lead back to the Inver Hetero Tower, then find a way for both of us to get in. Okay, so we have to find a rift for us to go back into the Inver Hetero Tower. and then hopefully not get fucking spit out again from the Inverno Tower, from Vonnegut.
All right, let's split up then.
Lucia suddenly turns towards the east side of the exhibit hall.
What's wrong, Lucia?
There's a live signal. Human, armed, heading upstairs. It doesn't look like this person is with the mercenaries. I'm also detecting other signs of human presence in the building. Could it be Ryuko or the other colleagues? Possibly, but aside from them, I'm picking up signals of other Hero creatures on upper floors.
Lucia closes her eyes and concentrates, trying to sense the outlines revealed by her scans. Oh, okay, she got that. That's pretty cool. I'll fuck with that. I remember reading a post on PGR Reddit about Lucia's Pyroath frame with the OP going over the details of her design. Basically, it's designed with seducing Commandant in mind. LOL, it's one of the overt sexual designs for constructs. Doesn't even have to try and introduce it. Yeah, I would say she don't even have to try. Like, she been a day one. All right, she a ride or die regardless. All right. But I do remember her. I think I remember, like, in the frame, someone said something, or someone said that it was to help seduce her more, or seduce the Commandant more, seduce us more. So, I mean, hey, it works. I'm a sucker for abs, all right? So, hey, whatever. If it works, it works. But she been a day one, and I'll fuck with her. All right, here we go.
They're acting strange. I suspect Kratos is close by.
Let's divide our tasks then. I'll take care of whoever's upstairs. Staying at Hero creatures won't pose much of a threat to me. We need to move quickly, though.
Okay, I'll establish regional comm link. Whatever happens, don't cut off communication. Stay connected at all times.
I will.
I want to say I have to bring my mic down when I do my voice, because I have to, like, lower my head. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it like this and see how it feels, and it might bring it better.
I'm off. Stay safe, okay?
Lucia's voice echoes from both ahead and through the headset, reminding you to stay on guard.
Don't worry about me. Lucia?
And the answer to those words is an unexpected hug. Ah! Pure fucking bliss! Hell yeah! Just touch it on going to the roof!
Lucia?
Commandant?
I'll be fine, Lucia. I'm more worried about you than anything. You need to stay safe. I'll see you on the other side.
It's obvious why she's worried. She spent so long reliving loop after loop in the Inverno Tower that her body is riddled with lingering side effects. Memories of those shifting pathways, warped spaces, and the onslaught of mind interference, along with the looming threat of death, still remain vivid. Now completely unprepared, you've landed in a strange city overwhelmed by the catastrophe. Right into the enemy's carefully laid trap, no one can be sure what might happen next. A comfort and promises turns to lies. Embrace and touch become the sole means to comfort one another.
I'm right here, Lucia.
The arms around you tighten a little more.
You protect yourself first. Just remember, only by solving the root problem can you hope to keep everyone safe. And
she leans in close to your ear and softly reveals the most chilling truth. What truth are you gonna tell me?
The key is about to get broken. I guess it has maybe 2 uses left. No, it might have 1.
I get it. My safety comes first. No matter what.
Okay, I'm off. Stay put until I get back. And if anything goes wrong, shout for me.
Of course. I'll see you soon, Lucia.
Now that is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very interesting.
I gotta figure out where things went wrong before Constellia gets flooded.
Okay, now that's interesting on what's happening here. Okay, so the key is kind of like, I want to say it's kind of like a ReZero type beat. Like, if we die, we come back. But instead of us coming back and getting the infinity loops, we only get like a certain amount of shots before we're really fucked. So I'm assuming if we get hit again and die, assuming that there's only 2, and she's saving 1, assuming that we maybe get a second chance, we only got 1 more shot after that. So if we die, we maybe 50-50 get another shot. If not, we're fucked. So this is kind of like our only last line of way doing it, but I have a feeling that we're gonna get another shot. So I have a feeling we might die this, and this go around, we'll come back, and then we'll probably really be our last life. So, because if you look at it, it even said Commandant's first, 37%, which means we probably die in this one, and then we come back, but we don't remember what the fuck happened. Okay, I'm gonna see what y'all are talking about. That's not true. Who designed the frame was Isla. So Isla designed the frame. Okay. I know that post. It's just an interpretation, some BS from a Redditor. Obviously, Redditor people are some crazy people sometimes. The Grey Ravens also put in some tidbits in their ideas on the frame too. Don't take it too literally. Yeah, this is the best part. When Lucia starts being really affectionate and worried for her comment, it hits so hard. It really did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, damn. I knew she cared, but like seeing that, reading that thing of her saying she closes us tighter, really goes to show that she really does care for us. And the same thing, we care for her just as much, and we care for everyone else just as well. Just because, you know, we want to be able to protect the people, and especially me, I'm a protector. I'm the firstborn of the family. I got to make sure they're good, and if something goes wrong, I got to be the first on the saddle and make sure they're good. So, the key is basically a time travel device made from the Nami with limited usage. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, basically, we only get a couple shots before we're fucked. But I'm assuming we die. We die, we get another shot. But if we get another shot, we're fucked. So the next one, it's Yada, so you're right for the story. So far, the story's really fucking good. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Basically, so after this chapter, we go to do the wedding chapter, because I want to do that chapter before anything. I'm not going to be able to get the affection done before I can do that, because I've also got to do the DMC story. So as much as it hurts for people to hear this, I'm probably realistically not going to be able to get the DMC done in time, because with all that's happening here, and then we got to do the wedding coding, we're probably realistically not going to have enough time to do the DMC. I'm going to try, but do not get your hopes up. And if we don't get to it, I'm very sorry. However, I'm here for the main story. At least DMC, it's fast. And then at least DMC, it's fast. I think you can do it in one live. I think I could. I would just have, if I was to realistically do this all, I would need to probably realistically stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday. So I would have to, if I was to do so, I would have to do it like that. DMC gives you free Dante, so don't miss that at least. We're gonna try, all right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. We're just gonna try. So we're gonna see. Shouldn't the wedding story be present for several months? You might still have time. The wedding story goes away in like the day after DMC collab goes away. So I gotta get it done before then. If I can get it done before then, I need to get it done before then. It's gotta happen. But I'm gonna try. I mean, skip it if anything, just get character. True, I could do that. I could just be like, fuck it. I'm just gonna skip. Boss fight, skip, get the character. We're gonna see it. Like I said, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna have to look after this episode and see. But let's do this real quick. All right, let's do this. I can't go anywhere else. I can't. Can I hit this?
Nope, can't even do that. Can I gotta look this way.
It'll definitely be one, but take a while. Yeah, I was just saying, I don't want to wait that long.
Great to see you again, Lucia.
Ooh.
I see you're doing a treasure hunt.
Very nice to hear these voice actors and actresses doing this. And I forget we can walk in the punishing now. Very nice touch. Oh shit, I don't know her. Wow! We're flying! Yo! Hold on! Wow! Wait a minute! Wow! Yo! Whoa! Oh shit, hold on. Hold, goddamn. Hold on. Dude, I feel like I'm playing Keanu. Hey! We got the whole goddamn sword! Yo. Can I? Oh! Yo! Holy shit! Yo! That was fucking insane! What the fuck? I'm gonna lose my goddamn voice from that shit. Holy shit, bro. We were flying. We damn looked like we were a rocket. Wow. Holy shit, that was fucking crazy. Oh, I fucked up. There we go. That's fucking insane. Holy shit. Sunblade. You can just hear it's almost like a superhero, like gather Sunblade. Oh, we're fucking. Okay. 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 We just. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta hold it. Okay, we gotta move. I'm gonna go this way. Nope, can't go. We can't go this. No, well, nope, we gotta go the way. God damn, she walking like a bad bitch, respectfully. Let's go this way. Is there anything even over here? Nope, it's probably not gonna happen until I get over there. Oh wait. Nope, can't even interact with that. Okay. Even to this day, I still can't know rotations now. I don't even know anything about her rotations.
This isn't the only place the red tide is coming from. She really is trying to flood this city. Making headway there? Found where things went wrong? Are you able to fix those cracks, even if you find them? Or do you plan on asking your commandant to beg Chaos, whom you hate the most, for help?
Oh, she hates her? That's new. Okay. Oh, that's new. Hey, okay. Oh, Ravenfly, nice. We got the Lotus. I can really appreciate the flow of this. Okay, we're fucking up. Okay, here we go. Dude, that's so fucking tough. Okay. Now we gotta go there. I knew we had to go over there. I mean, if Grey Raven knew how chaos came into existence, of course they'd be mad. True. 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 But I don't think they know that, though. Oh, if they knew. Okay, they don't know. I wonder if they will know. I wonder if they will know when it's happened.
I need to stop Cradle from strengthening the red tide.
I wonder if they'll actually find out how Cradle came to be. That would be fucking crazy if they were able to. Dude, this is so fucking good. I can't imagine what this is like on PC. I'm sure on mobile. I'm sure you're like someone's phone is cooking. It's fucking. You can burn some. You can cook some toast. What the? Hold on. So fucking good. It kind of reminds me of Luna. Luna's old. But what the hell is it called? Oh, someone's phone is able to cook pizza rolls. Did we just die?
I'm fine. I can keep going.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy trying to. Okay, here we go. I gotta wash my health. I wasn't paying attention to my health at all. So I can hold the ult. I can't even do that. So fucking good. So fucking good. And what's crazy is I don't even have her built. Selena is the only one that cooks phones. Really? Really? I don't even know anything about her moveset at all. But if they're able to do this with Lucia, I can't imagine what fucking Selena's gonna look like. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know shit about any of the future characters' gameplay, so, like, I don't know anything about Yada. Well, I kind of know a little bit about Yada. I don't know anything about Jatebe or who's the other one? Lilith. I don't know anything about hers. I forget these people grow up. I don't know who else. I don't remember the other ones, but I don't know anything about the other ones, so I go in blind. So like when, oh yeah, when Bianca comes out, I don't know shit about her moveset. When Discord comes out, I don't know anything about her. When Dragon Girl Lady comes out, I don't know shit about her moveset. So I like to go in blind so that way I can just enjoy playing it, playing the character. Like here, like this is my first time playing with Lucia. I don't know shit about her moveset, but I'm just enjoying the fucking fun out of it. Did we do it? We did it. Chase that damn butterfly. Let's go. Gotta chase it. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. I really like her design. It's so fucking good. Left critical. Bah! Oh, we gotta. Wait, what? Okay. What? Oh, we missed. Whack! 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 I like this. I like that. That was cool.
Say, I can make the red tide go away a little. But you'll have to either catch chaos for me, or lure her to where I want you to.
Why'd she say it like that? Want you to?
I refuse. Whether it's you, Chaos, or that agent, I'm not letting any one of you off the hook. Sure. Go ahead and kill me here. But of course, do keep in mind that we're still in the Hetero Tower's range of influence here. You can kill me as many times
This is
as
a
you
tough
want,
fucking scene right here.
but I'll never really die.
Okay. Interesting. I like that. I like that. I like that shot. That was a good shot. Okay. Oh, wait. We need to look at... Okay, two things. We got to look at two things here. We got to look at... We'll look at the last thing in a minute. But we're going to look... Oh, yeah. Nanami jump scare. Okay. Love's Dawn. So that goes away... I have 12 days to get this shit done. I have 12 days to try to get all this done. As much as I would like to get her coding, I don't believe I'm going to be able to, because I want to be able to save for Bianca. But then again, I'll know if I really want the skin after the skin story. But I got 12 days to try to get the skin, to get this story done after the main story. And then we go to look at this. I believe this. No, this. I have 11 days. I have 11 days to try to get the main story done, coding done, and then the fucking DMC story done. So I have to really bust my ass to try to get that done. We're gonna try. I will not make promises on if it will get done or not. All right, here we go. Back to this, 17%. That's fucking crazy. Episode 6, The Sunken City. After this episode, I'm gonna use the restroom. Dragon Destroyer, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. How are you? Welcome to the stream. You're just in time. We just started this episode. You didn't really miss. Well, I guess in people's eyes, you missed a lot. In my eyes, you just really missed me learning more about Cradle, what's her intention, what's happening, and learning Lucia for the first time. So it's pretty good so far. Happy Saturday, yes sir. Happy Saturday, happy weekend. It's a weekend, and I'm enjoying it so far. Here we go. Vonnegut remains quiet, his eyes fixed on the doll that scrambles out of the rift and returns to the tower. Okay, so Chaos made it back to the tower. He opens his palm, revealing a tiny fruit thrumming with life. Okay, I have to now lock in on Vonnegut's voice. After fucking screaming, his voice might be butchered a lot, but we're gonna try it. Here we go. Time to face reality. This is the final fruit. Its creation always takes a toll on your memory, and you've already witnessed what happens when there is no key. Oh, when she talks, okay.
Did you already expect that we fail again this time?
Exactly. But if there's even one approach we haven't tried yet, I know you never agreed to let that commandant at his bait, right? This will affect your memory. It's your final fallback. The red tide outside is still surging, and forging that link is the only way to keep Cradle under control. If you manage to disrupt that Agent Zero, Cradle's original will take over. You've spoken with her before, so you know there's still a chance to reason with her consciousness. Even in the worst outcome, Lucia just has to use her key again and return to the moment you first enter Constellia.
Whew. This is the most dialogue we've seen with Vonnegut in a fat minute since Chrome's beginning chapters, when he first debuted. When Vonnegut first debuted, that's the first time we actually got a lot of dialogue. So this is really nice. I'm seeing him again. Our weekend's going good so far, just eating some grapes and now debating if I want to head to the local game bar tomorrow. Oh, hey, nice, dude. Hey, if you go there, be safe, have fun, enjoy it. Oh, here we go.
Her key has reached its limit. Nothing left to use.
So have you.
I can't hand her her authority. It'll only send Agent Zero spiraling even more. Once those two see what happens, they won't hesitate to follow the route you set, even if it means betting their own lives.
Okay, so let me redo this shit. So it's a final fallback, basically. So this is their final. We're basically on like the last end of it. We've been playing chess this entire go around, but now we're finally getting to the final pieces of where we got to be really into good of what we place here. And so if we manage to disrupt Agent Zero, Cradle's original will take over. So her original will, I want to say it's the human nature, but I don't want to say that either. I think that's her current will right now is the human nature. So there's another will that we're not seeing yet that I don't know what it is, but I'm sure we'll find out later. There's still a chance to reason for the conscience. Even in the worst outcome, Lucia has to use the key again and return to the moment you first entered Constellia. So the moment she first entered Constellia is the day that shit happened. Okay. It'll be explained later. Okay, perfect.
So, do we have another option?
Chaos closes her eyes for a moment, then walks up to Vonnegut and accepts the gooey fruit. It contains a fragment of Chaos's memory, throbbing in her hand like a warm, living heart. Why did it still have to end up like this? Okay, so my voice is still there. We're able to get Vonnegut's voice. It does butcher a little bit, but we're good there. Think of it like a split personality disorder, but instead of personalities, it's wills in a way. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I know it's like, when Luna stopped using her will, Selena was born from it, and now they're there. That's how I look at it. Basically, I just fall back to Luna. Luna had her original hatred will, but then took on another will, and that hatred will, or that other will was basically Selena. So Selena was born from that, a pure hatred. Your Vonnegut voice is great, man. Thank you. As soon as I saw Vonnegut day one on chapter 14, now chapter 14 was my first time actually streaming. When I saw him, I was like, okay, we gotta get his voice down, because I know damn well we're gonna see him again. Don't know when, but I if you go back to my streams way back yonder, you would see that I was really trying to figure out how I wanted his voice to work, and I finally got it down, and I'm super glad that it's panning out now. Plus, on top of that, with me voice acting more and more, you could, like, my voice very gradually started to change, so I'm able to see how it works now, and I'm very glad to see how it works. Now, granted you, ladies and gentlemen, I have no experience of voice acting. I guess I do now, but back then, I had no experience of voice acting. I was just like, we're just gonna do the voices because I find them fun. I still don't look up training video. I still don't look up like anything else of getting better voice acting and all that. I just go based off my voice, what I'm capable of doing, and going off of that. I don't have any training techniques on breathing. I don't have any training techniques on any of the sort. Now, will I? Yes, eventually I will. But for now, I'm still doing pretty good. And once I know that I need to be able to, then boom, I will. So I do completely agree with you for sure in terms of needing voice acting. I think if you continue at it, you'd be a great voice actor. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Your voice is great so far. Just be sure to take care of your throat and drink plenty of water. Exactly. That's why I gotta go get some water this next episode. After this episode, I will go grab more water and be good. So, but I do make sure I'm very hydrated. And even if I'm not hydrated, I also am able to get a certain unique voice from that I can use, even if I don't drink water. Granted, it may hurt me a little bit, but that's fine because I'm able to get that voice out a little bit. Now, when I say hurt me, it doesn't actually hurt me. It just strains it, but that's fine. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have any prior training to any of this. So I am a first rookie here, but I've got my stripes, and I'm still continuing to get my stripes. Now, here we go. With the clash of combat echoing from the terminal, Darcy, Rose, and you make your way to the third floor. As soon as you set foot on the floor, a shaking woman jumps out, gun raised at you. Holy shit. Don't move! Oh. Oh! Okay. Release Lowe's. Have you seriously fallen so far that you use a young girl as a hostage?
No,
Enough with your excuses. Now, see what I mean? With me being able to, with me losing my voice a little bit, I'm able to work something here from a new voice because of it. Okay, did we just really get fucking hit? Before you can utter a calming word, a muzzle flash flares from her gun. You dash over and knock the gun from her hand and clang the metal on the floor, echoing just as the bullet smashes the exhibit further inside the gallery. You... Shit, what the hell is wrong with you, woman? Ouch! Hold on, that's Yuruko. Darcy, don't tell me you actually led these people over here just for a few cookies, even if you...
We're not here to hurt you. We just want to team up with everyone and work together. Now calm down. Believe me, ask the person hiding in the corner to step forward too.
Hey, let go of me, okay? First. The twin observation tower rocks back and forth as Darcy wraps up her account of what happened to Yuko and the young man standing behind her. Well, that sums it up. Oh, and the guy behind Yuko, we'll just call him Barley. What is that? Fuck. What? Okay. Well, the guys had the worst luck. He's from the Rudoff family and only took this job to see what it's like. He joined our crossroads just for the kicks, and look at what I got him.
Well, Barley, you are a really pure NPC, man. Love the improv. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you are enjoying the voice acting. It's been very fun doing it for the past 6 months, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Welcome to the stream, though. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. And again, welcome to the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on here. The man hesitates, looking like he wants to protest, but has no strength left to speak.
Hey. The underground parking. Yeah, that goes down pretty far. And up to the 12th tower, I think. But most of it's still being built and isn't done yet.
She rubs her fleshly injured wrist and notices a swelling bump forming.
You mean it's totally flooded? So I guess that's a place is a no-go then. Any other way around?
Right, so first,
You happen to glance at Yudoko's chest where a tiny froggy hands. Man, we see it, but then she's gonna think that we're looking at her boobas, and that's not what we're looking at.
if Lucia's around, she immediately pick up on it.
What are you staring at?
It's nothing.
And we just play it off like, ah, shit, nothing, don't worry about it.
It's nothing. Are there any of the survivors nearby?
Oh, some employees are hiding somewhere else, but that only leaves those mercenaries, doesn't it?
The red tide is still rising. Let's get up to higher ground.
What's the red tide?
Oh, shit. It's basically a thick red sludge. Its concentration doesn't stay consistent. Whether it comes into contact with water, it thins out. No matter what form it takes, it's packed with viruses and can be deadly to humans.
That sounds like a giant germ-ridden snot.
What is her smile, bro? I fuck with that smile. That's like, reminds me of Karenina. Nothing, looking respectfully. Hey, we can look at the menu from time to time, all right? Don't mean we gotta order, but we can look at the menu, respectfully. Nothing, he says, sure.
Did you have to make it sound so gross? Fine.
Oh, man, I fuck with that smile, bro. There's something about it. It's like, it reminds me of Teddy, too. As the old saying goes, your heart is beautiful. It's not my fault your boobers are in my way. Reminds me of Teddy and Karenina, all in one. All right, here we go.
Besides that underground parking lot we were just talking about, have you noticed any other weird spots lately?
This place is weird enough, but as it is, apart from the blockade wars, you sometimes hit this unseen resistance, like there's an ultra-clear rock-solid sheet of glass right in front of you. So there's something like this on this blockade as well, huh?
Vonnegut's force field barrier?
What?
No, that's just my own guess.
Wait, don't tell me you're actually investigators from the... What? Huh?
In Blanca Corporation?
Afraid not.
But from the way you're throwing out these guesses, it's like you know something.
She leans down, scoops up the gum that was knocked aside, slips her fingers through the trigger, and spins it around like it's nothing. Oh my gosh, don't tell me we're fucking... Don't tell me she's pulling that shit on me again. Lady, I'm not gonna hurt you, but I will if I need to, if my life is in danger.
Better let me keep that gun.
Oh, I will.
Yuko lobs it over without hesitation. Why are you just gonna lob it over?
That was our final shot. I found this gun with just one bullet left inside.
If you knew that, you really shouldn't have pulled that trigger so fast.
You're not gonna believe this, but I got all waked up and hit that trigger by mistake.
Oh, I like this character, bro. I fuck with her.
I do.
Okay, let's move on while we still have the energy to tackle these damn stairs.
You're telling me they have to you're telling me that they're censoring these now? They used to not do that. They used to only do it for the fucking shit. Well, they didn't really do it for shit. Well, they did kind of do it for shit. They did it for shit and fuck. But they're doing it for damn now? What the fuck? Residence Umbrella Incorporation. Residence Evil reference. Oh, okay. I've never played it before, so I didn't know. Bro, they really got the Texas spin. Huh? world loves its addictive care. I'm not saying that. I just like the. I like the. Hold on now. I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess I do. I guess they hit a trigger that's like, damn, you crazy, but I fuck with it.
Charlotte, I'm done listening to you. Darcy, it's normal to not worry about your family. She's really not like that.
Hey, you guys. The four of you are caught in a whirlwind of debate. Just before you stop, you make your way to the floor-to-ceiling window along the third floor corridor and look down at the street. You're not beating the allegations, man. She just reminds me of Teddy. I fuck with Teddy because me and Teddy, it's more of like if Teddy was actually a person and she did that shit, I'd be doing that same type of sarcastic shit right back. So I guess it's more of like she reminds me of Teddy and Karenine in one, but I fuck with that personality in a sense. But here we go. In the faint moonlight, the red tide shimmers with vivid, shifting colors like the stare of the dead. Since arriving at the D7 Twin Observation Building, the water has risen by thoroughly half a meter and is already swallowing the steps. Sadistic is not really accurate for Yuka. I was gonna say, she doesn't remind me of sadistic because if she was sadistic, you would be seeing a whole crazy another face. You would be seeing like tongue sticking out. You would see teeth. You would be seeing a lot more things, but I wouldn't say she's sadistic, but it was more of like a sarcastic personality. So I fuck with the sarcastic personality. Oh wait, sarcastic is not really accurate for Yuko. What would it be then? What would it be then if it's not sarcastic? She's not giving me tsundere vibes or yandere vibes. Well, clearly not yandere, but she's not giving me tsundere vibes either. I don't know what kind is giving me. Oh, sadistic, not sarcastic. Okay, never mind. My fault. I would say it's sarcastic, a sarcastic personality then, instead of a sadistic. There we go. I've looked at it and I'm like, that says that in my mind. I'm like, that says sarcastic, but in reality, it's sadistic. Okay, here we go. The red tide is held back by the disaster containment wall on the street's edge, with no sign of spilling through.
So far, it hasn't spread beyond Constellia. But that means
it won't be long before the ground floor consumes the whole district and ensures no one makes it out alive.
What's that wall over there?
Even during the golden era, putting up a disaster containment wall that could hold back the red tide as an art-centric district feels way ahead of its time. My bad, Chief. No, you're good. Hey, you're all good. You're good. I'm not tripping over it. You're good. This appears to be Vonnegut adding another layer of defense for the force field. Is that...
Oh, wait. Is that damn agent really worried about the red tide spilling over? Or is there something else in his mind? How long will these force fields hold? Do they run on the ground? Keeping on any red tide might seep through the cracks after a collapse. The red tide, the golden age, Constellia. Every grim warning has come to life.
Looking at how these fissures stretch across the ground, it really can send the red tide into either the past or future, and when you...
She looks down, stays quiet for a few seconds, then goes on.
When you were badly hurt and everything went dark, did you see it too?
Yeah, it's almost dreamlike. I think the sudden red tide in Puwala Forest Park after that fight probably has come from the same route.
It really did just spring up without warning back then, and we never saw it coming, like we missed something obvious.
Just like that conservation area.
If this keeps up, things are going to get even worse?
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, this word's basically over, and you're still telling me to rein it in? Oh, give me a break.
You turn around, ready to tell those three to hurry up and head for higher ground, but they're too busy arguing to notice anyone else.
I'm just wondering, how'd you got enough energy to keep talking? You haven't been sneaking food behind our backs, have you? So even a rich kid like you needs to worry about food or water, just like us. Makes me think that this whole apocalypse might not be so bad after all. They're all about to die, and you're still caught up in that? How about figuring out how to handle this mess instead?
Ooh. Can't be fixed. Your mind suddenly drifts back to the Inverhedo Tower, where Lucia traps into her Pyro frame power and define the traces Vonnegut never managed to erase, right at the heart of the Red Tower.
This tower was originally her masterpiece, and my core simply.
That agent form flickers in those scattered records. Whoever is speaking to remains a mystery.
After leave from Grey Raven onto the tower's core, it became almost impossible for her to get anywhere near it.
So, are they talking about Luna? Or are they talking about Ishmael? Or are they talking about Nanami? Forget Nanami also will probably play a part here too.
She keeps reclaiming that's rightfully hers in her own way. Even if we try infiltrating, using the red tide, we can't match how fast she strikes back. If we let our guard down and she manages to us, she'll unleash that eras.
So I'm assuming Vonnegut's talking to us. In the records, Vonnegut bows his head and speaks in a voice that's strikingly clear.
After all, she is the first Agent Zero, named by Dominic, who descended upon our time.
Now that's interesting. So Dominic, named by Dominic. So that makes me wonder if Dominic made Agent Zero or made the he either one made the memetric, two stumbled upon it and was like, well, I'm just gonna do this and see what the fuck's gonna happen to humanity because, you know, I'm a scientist and I want to be the hero. Or he was just like, fuck it, whatever. Ah, okay. Cradle, Agent Zero, named by Dominic. Another era, leaving countless questions unanswered. But after seeing her abilities firsthand, that claim that Cradle is Agent Zero feels much more believable. If that really is the case, then according to the scant clues in those incomplete records, the disaster she sent to unleash could even be more perilous of the Red Tide. It's so dire that even overconfident Agent, who has always seemed to have the upper hand, admits that there's no way to solve it. Just what could it be? With Babylonia's current firepower and preparations, can they truly face a calamity that even Vonnegut himself couldn't overcome? It's too late. Amidst these disjointed nightmares, you feel as though you've heard the answer to this question before. In the dream, a small doll-like Hedo creature kneels down on the floor of the Inverhedo Tower, her trembling hand tracing the cracks again and again. So I really can't do anything after all. Her voice resonates like a collective sigh, as if many are speaking in unison. Why? Why have I pushed myself to this point? Scarlet tears run down the doll's cheeks, falling into the crevices. Even in her panic, she keeps trying to mend those cracks, as if she could sew the Inverhedo Tower back together to stop its blood from spilling. But we're out of time. It's too late.
Okay.
Meanwhile, as Cradle warns, forgot about this track. Very good track. As Cradle warns, so long as she's under the tower's influence, she can't be killed for good. The fruit might still linger, and Lucia has the upper hand in the fight. Even so, she's powerless against a creature that revives over and over the Red Tide. The two battle for hours, and by the time night settles in, you find yourself unsuring in the New Year's era to the creature's fading hounds. Oh, don't rush things. The Red Tide underground still isn't ready. You can't head down there just yet. Even if you decide to leave, I'll block your way, and that commandant will be pinned down by a pack of useless, rotten wood. The only path you can take is the one I've laid out, unless you're ready to make a choice. Lucia, team up with me and kill chaos. I told you,
I won't let you or Vonnegut's people off the hook. Lucia grips her pyro katana and lunges again. Cradle quickly steps back several paces, her fingertips dancing around the strings. The music echoes like a moonlit lament, summoning the dead from within the red tide. I've seen the memory corrupting tricks like these hundreds of times over in the Inverhador Tower. Okay. She swings her sword and shatters the haze of illusions before her, then charges straight at Cradle. Guess those never-ending illusions are all part of your trick, huh? Oh, that's right, because the moment you laid eyes on that Commandant's death, you gave away your biggest weakness, didn't you? Ah, because she can't read minds, but I don't think she needed to read the mind. Well, she did read the mind, but I think she needed to see the trigger, which is us dying, for her to be like, oh yeah, I can fuck with you pretty good. Cradle ducks under the slash, using a street plant as her springboard. She circles behind Lucia with effortless grace and murmurs into a teasing tone. But if I'm gonna finish off that target, I've gotta get past you first. A little interference in a mind can easily put you off the same track, assuming that there's no mind connection. Lucia's blade immediately skewers the head of that still grinning. The gleam of her sword chases the falling form until it disintegrates into a surge of red. In that instant, the entire street shudders, cracks split the pavement from the collapsed parking lot, and a race straight to Lucia's feet. She's about to jump clear of the collapse when she spots what's below. Everything beneath the torn ground, though structured on the ground, has already been swallowed by the red tide. A perilous shortcut is right in front of Lucia. Cradle isn't back by her feet yet, but if Lucia jumps into this red tide formed by the abyss now, Cradle might just reach the Inverhador Tower again. Commandant! We do it. She quickly explains that she's about to lose contact. I've managed to put Cradle out of commission for the moment. The entrance to the tower is probably beneath the surface, so I have to go down there before she comes back. Diving into the red tide will fry my terminal, but I promise I won't be gone long.
Be careful out there.
I will.
Hell yeah. Okay. We are on episode 7, the Arc of Decay, but I am going to get water, use the restroom, and then we continue on. So ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you get some water in you, get some food in you, and I'll be back soon. Actually, gotta do this first. Bop. Now I'll be right back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
Make sure we're good here. Oh. Gaming scene. There we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on episode 7. I'm gonna pause the music. Make sure we're good everywhere else. We are. Oop. There we go. And perfect. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on here with chapter 31, Shaper's Ripples. I'll mute that. All right, here we go. The Arc of Decay. Here we go. What did that part? Oh, here we go.
Rotten wood.
You glance up at the folks, cradle labeled rotten wood, and they're all looking at each other, terrified.
So already conclusions yet? There is no way we have no one yet. I thought we just finding that corpse on the second floor was enough to freak anyone out. But seriously, that weird red tidal creatures or whatnot just showed up downstairs, and now there's one on the 7th floor as well? And that person back there looks like they've been dead for days.
Hold on, isn't that the Mark who sneaked in those 2 nights ago and swiped out cookies?
Yeah, I was wondering why he had shown up for days to steal our stuff, so he's dead? Maybe the mercenaries turned on each other?
My guess was the hetero creature. The torn spots on his clothes show rotting flesh. It's winter, so there's no way things would decay this fast.
It's in the British code, or you're a cop or something.
I guess you could say that.
So what's the real reason for being here? If you're lost, this is your way out of it, isn't it?
Well,
You barely know who they are, so there's no guarantee that they'll buy into any of your time travel talk. The bigger the issue is, even if you manage to spill it all out and tell them what's coming, you can't begin to guess what that might lead to.
when everything went down, we ended up stuck in the subway tunnel. After the train went off, we've been hunting for an exit ever since.
The subway? But that isn't too far from here.
I'm not really sure what's going on underground. My terminals lost signal before I knew it. I somehow wound up here.
They glance at the body on the floor, then exchange wary looks and finally turning your gaze this way.
You're a cop, so you'd probably be better at investigating and taking the lead than any of us. What's our next move?
Let's head to higher ground if we can. The red tide down there is dangerous.
It's dangerous up there too. I've spotted some mercenaries who just died.
Good. The fewer of them, the better. Maybe the fancy custom robot took them out.
What?
When the divorce got stuck here, a high-end custom robot showed up and talks with Yoku.
All right. It's been days since we've run into an invincible robot. Yoko, did she tell you anything?
Yuko. I'm saying Yoko. It's Yuko.
No, I have no idea.
An invincible robot.
She's kind of like... She's just a robot, you know. Some rich folks like to make them look like their favorite characters. Sometimes they even choose to do chores, act like bodyguards. That's pretty much it. Oh, really? I had a car. You had one with you. Was her name Lucy?
Whoa. Is that the mother? I didn't put the pieces before, but is that the mother?
Seriously? A robot that can take on anything? Even those hetero creatures?
Yuko, who has been lethargic all along, suddenly looks up with wide eyes. No, what? No?
Okay, good to know.
Whoa, oh, they talking. Oh, they're talking about. Okay, they're talking about our girl. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about here? And I thought that was the mother because of the fucking plushie. Maybe the eyes, but I was like, this could be the mother. But I was wrong, but that's all right. All right, here we go.
She's not a robot. She's my partner.
Are you serious? But that getup she's wearing, it's already a custom paint setup, right? Plus, it uses this year's hottest design thread.
This year's hottest design trend? Or trend?
You know, I come across loads of these across some freelance sites.
I see.
World Government Association of Arts even said this frame's going to bring back the golden age of glory when they were designing its coat, so Island must have looked up some old data for inspiration.
Where is Miss Lucia now?
She's downstairs taking care of the other Hello creatures and looking for an escape route. We just need to hold on a little longer. I'll handle whatever's upstairs. By the way, are you sure that robot hasn't gone nuts from the infection?
No, she's the same as Chaos. There's no danger to her at all. Rose, didn't I say stop mentioning that monster?
You know Chaos? Don't worry, Rose. Go ahead. Tell me.
I can't exactly say I know her.
She's choosing her words with caution.
I only spot her dashing and chatting now and then. I didn't ask her name once.
Anything else?
Rose scans the crowd, nervously shaking her head. Only now does she realize they're all glaring at her with revulsion. Revulsion? What does revulsion mean?
Reversion means a return to
That's not what it is. Revulsion. Revolution. What does revolution mean? Ah! Anger / disgust. Oh, okay. Thank you. See, was being dumb. Has Chaos done something? Has Chaos done something terrible to them?
Why do you all hate that name so much?
That's a monster. I've actually seen someone's skin decayed against it they touched her.
Well, I mean, it is a Hello creature after all.
Yuko says that monster's far more dangerous than the occasional street creatures or those berserk work machines. Didn't you just get here? Then how did you already know its name?
I heard Rose mention it when I got here. I caught a glimpse of her, but I never had the chance to ask.
Serious on a beer break? To be fair, he wasn't pronouncing it properly. Poor Celie. Oh, oh well. So I was fucking up the pronunciation, and then she was on a beer break. Dude, we were fucked up. We were not right. That's all right. Rose tilts her head to the side. She's trying to recall whether she ever mentioned Chaos by name. Luckily, she doesn't ask any further.
About that robot.
Anyway, getting this news while we're stranded
is a lucky break. Any idea where she is, another set of hands would be a big help.
Yuko, did anything close to her get any leads?
Yuko turns her head away and remains silent for a long moment. It's only when the building starts to shake again that she finally speaks, her face set in a cold expression.
I don't know. You two aren't fighting, are you? Fighting with a robot? Well, it is an advanced custom robot with personality data. It's bound to have its own quirks. Arguing with people isn't all that surprising, right?
Wait a minute. Arguing? Since when did Lucia and her start arguing?
So, what does this thing look like? Does it have a name?
Oh, okay, it's not Lucia.
Name? I've never heard Yuko breaking up.
She glances over at Yuko, who still doesn't seem interested in discussing it.
She's, a young girl with black bladed...
You're telling me that she's friends with fucking Cradle? The glimmer of hope that just surfaced flickers out like an instant. You want to ask more questions, but you hold your tongue. You're not sure about her ties to Cradle, or if she's already planted the wrong ideas in these people's mind. Blurting out that you know the truth wouldn't gain you any allies. Even if you managed to explain everything, failing to clarify would only stir up more complications. I have a feeling that this woman is working with Cradle. There ain't no way. There ain't no way with just her, like, with her, just, if I look at it now, she's just defending, Cradle at this point. It's just, you can't believe you almost let such a vital piece of information slip by unnoticed. Cradle clearly has the means to reach the city ahead of schedule, which is why Vonnegut put up the force field barrier, like she's already been in contact with these folks for quite some time. But since she caused some rotten wood, you're guessing they won't spill any important intel? Just then, Barley, who's been quiet this whole time, finally speaks up. You look like you know that monster pretty well. Wow. Ha! I'll give this guy credit. He's very observant.
Don't you think this is weird? This isn't the first time we've run into those creepy, twisted head creatures. We ran into something like that a few days back, right? I still don't know why they appear. Sure, they look scary, but they haven't actually attacked anyone. And didn't you say these bodies were taken out by these head creatures? But wasn't it the dead mercenary who struck at us first?
No, they were just...
I don't care how those things operate. I wouldn't get it anyway. I've only got one question. Why did everything go completely off the rails the second you appeared?
Oh, shit.
Oh! Hans!
Do you understand why your squad failed the rescue simulation? You might say it's because human nature's ugly. Fine, think that if you want, but unless you grasp the real cause, you would repeat the same mistake in actual combat. The tougher the conditions, the more people start mistrusting everything. Their fear and suspicion will turn every even world would-be rescuers into threats in their eyes. So what's waiting at the far end of fear? Anger. It's a built-in survival instinct. Anyone can reach a breaking point under enough pressure. Calm them down first, and everything else will fall into place. Poppin' P, you performed well this time. You'll be in charge of the next simulation test.
Unknown threats, fear, anger, it's true. You have been so focused on the Red Tide infiltrating the Golden Age that you haven't explained anything yet. And that commandant will be pinned down by a pack of useless rotten wood. Ah! So this is exactly what you had in mind.
So... this is exactly what you had in mind, isn't it, Cradle? They really were just ordinary people. We shouldn't involve them in such complicated matters. Besides, messing with what's already happened can cause serious problems.
While the idea isn't wrong, we shouldn't skip communicating with them either.
Alright.
There are a lot of warped perceptions of Cradle, and considering her overall nature and how she's interacted with us back in chapter 30, it isn't exactly a surprise. True. Technically, it isn't Hans. Crow just reuses the silhouette whenever they refer to an instructor from Commandant's past. Well, in my headcanon, I'm going to say it's Hans. With everyone looking at you uneasily, you let out a small sigh. You're about to say, I should really explain a few things to everyone when the twin observation towers suddenly start shaking again. This quake hits especially hard, causing the lights in the exhibition hall to flicker on and off.
Hey, did you guys hear that creepy noise?
In the dark, Darcy's voice is shaking uncontrollably.
I found out your secret. You're gonna shut us up for good, right?
What? How? Aren't you the one who killed the lights on the sly and then blamed me? Hang on, be careful, those footsteps belong to Hedo creatures.
You can hear them on the upper stairs. Tap, tap. Sounds like they're on the 10th floor coming down. Now, with the whole place shaking, you can pick up the rushing noise like a wave about to crash.
Quick, head upstairs now.
There's something freaky up there.
The red tide is even more dangerous. Stick with me and I'll take care of those creatures.
What makes you think we have to listen to you?
I'm the only one who knows how this monster works. I'll fill you in once we're safe. But if you want to stay here, fine. Stay where you are if you want. Shit!
Oh, it's damn, my fault. Yeah, no, I think it's the most fitting that it would be Hans. I'm just gonna say it's Hans because it makes sense to me. Even though they're unsure, they push through the darkness. Hold on! Inside the exhibition hall, the lights finally catch a break, once again illuminating everyone gathered. It's like every disaster is corroding or colliding. In this exact moment, with Yuko's horrified look signaling that something terrible is about to unfold. Where's Rose? Where did she go?
Shit! Rose?
Could it be one of those Hello creatures? Don't you think that Masako Chaos took Rose, do you?
She can't have gotten far. Let's split up and find her. Hurry up, we're running out of time.
Seriously, when I have dead from hunger, how fast do you think we can move? Just making it to the stairs already wipes me out.
She yells while spinning off from the others, combining every corner in the search of Rose.
Well, forget the kid. Keep this up in the woman. Plus, this might still be some scheme to split us up.
If splitting you up was my goal, I wouldn't have to try this hard. I just don't want to leave anyone behind. 3 minutes. If we don't find them by then, we'll regroup at the stairs. We're heading up together.
Shit. Fine. I'll check down the stairs. You guys search this floor. And don't forget the bathroom. What about you?
I'm going upstairs. Where could Rose have gone? What snatched her away? She didn't cry out. Did she even not get a chance to scream? Chaos.
The name Rose mentioned, a very familiar one at that. Your thoughts are racing as you dash up the stairs. The moment you reach the 8th floor, you spot a drop of vivid red blood at your feet, stark and glaring at the faint light. Now, I do remember Lithos, I believe that's the one that she's looking for. Lithos did say that she was looking, or Lithos, like she knew Lithos, granted she knew Lithos, so I'm assuming Chaos doing with the personal out with all the fucking heads in there. I'm assuming that the one in here is trying to do something. She's a puppeteer who will manipulate anything and anyone to her advantage. Seen even back in 13 as well, so yeah. I don't remember who she manipulated in chapter 30. I know she messed with Luna, but that's about all I can remember.
Blood?
It's still fresh. You can't tell if it's Rose, but at least it means whoever's hurt hasn't gotten far. You speed up, tracing the bloodstains deeper into the expansive silent hall. Each drop seems to fall closer to the next, as if warning you that you're closing in on what's really happening. At the end of the trail, you find a hairpin lying quietly in the corner. Rose's.
What?
A cold dread settles into your chest, as though you're plunged into ice. You tighten your grip on your gun and cautiously move toward the corner where that hairpin rests. Using the wall as a shield, you quickly pivot and take aim at wherever the enemy might be lurking. Is that Rose? Oh no! No way! If they actually show color, this is gonna be insane. But in the gloom, Rose's body is suspended from the chandelier overhead in a grotesque pose.
Rose!
Her head hangs low, the flesh on her face and neck is decayed, marked by 2 huge handprints. Some like Hello creature grabbed her by the neck and smothered her, and then...
What the fuck?
A soft footstep pierces the stillness. You whirl around to find the figure who haunts your dreams lurking in the shadows. Not surprised. Can we talk about how this host literally screams horror and omen? Yeah, yeah. She slowly looks up at the corpse hanging overhead, too stunned to move.
Did you do this?
Kato gives a sad shake of her head.
What are you doing here?
She carefully holds out the small transparent box, revealing an apple-shaped fruit inside.
This Just tell me. I know you can talk, Chaos.
It's part of the Hedo creature's memory.
Why did you give me this?
Kratos been itching to get into your memories. If we go ahead and eat it, ending.
I'll decide whether I eat it or not, but you have to spell it out. What do I gain or lose?
If all goes according to plan, its fruit will fuse with Cradle, making separation almost impossible. That way, I can keep her in check and stop her from freely controlling the Red Tide. If connected to the Inverhedo Tower... Oh, it's connected to the Inverhedo Tower, so it won't change even if time is reversed. But whatever happens, good or bad, sticks around, much like recovering our data, unless she's manually wiped out. But if you swallow this fruit, you're guaranteed to die. No human could survive taking in a Hedo creature memory like that.
You mentioned that you could hold her in check if all goes well. But what happens if it doesn't?
People's memories are huge and take ages to digest, but if luck is on her side, she could spot this chat between us from the beginning. Then, before it's too late, she could extract the fruit. In that case, we'd lose. There'd be no way to contain her anymore.
Okay, so now that kind of makes sense to why, kind of in a sense, to why we were holding hands with Chaos, because she's kind of warning us, but at the same time, we really don't know what the hell is happening here. Also, the fact that Cradle pulled this move off was insane. She will do anything to fuck with someone's mind.
So in short, we're taking a gamble here.
We've discussed so much, but you've forgotten it all. Do you really still believe in all this?
But at least I remember you. And I know exactly who you are. Since you're telling me all this, you must be trying to stop the Red Tide, right? Hand it over.
You walk up to Chaos the moment you take the small box from her. A shrill scream erupts in the exhibit hall entrance.
What are you doing?
I was starting to worry about how long you were taking to get here, and the Red Tide has already fallen the 7th floor.
What did you get from that monster? That thing? Oh, hold on, where did it go?
That's crazy, yo! The writing in this story is so good. Chaos is gone, leaving no trace behind.
Where's Rose?
She...
There's no time to say anything. Darcy spots Rose's body suspended in the air.
You killed her!
She was already...
You took something from that monster and then killed her!
Just listen to me.
There's no time to get the words out before someone else's fist slams in. It's almost an automatic act of self-defense. In an instant, the attacker is already pinned to the floor. I was gonna say, you pull some dumb shit like that, you're gonna get rocked. All right, you play stupid games and win stupid prizes. I get it. I get it. Y'all care for Rose, but y'all not fucking listening to me. So I'm gonna take my matters in my own hands and shut you the fuck up.
Strike! Let me finish! When I got here, she's already...
Starvation and fear drive her to the brink, confronted by the unfathomable catastrophe and imminent death. Her pent-up emotions erupt in a single furious impulse. She seizes the knife and turns it on you.
Darcy, enough already!
Oh! Yo! What the fuck? She turned it on Yuko! What the fuck? I thought she was gonna do it on me. I'm like, lady, you gonna get that same treatment. But that's crazy. She turned it on Yuko. Blood sprays. The blade doesn't catch you, locked in your own struggle, but seeks into Yuko instead.
I knew it! You really betrayed us! They're corpses! They're mine! They're too!
Yuko doesn't deny it. She just clutches her side, winching in pain as she staggers backward in a few steps, then positions herself next to you and Barley. Darcy breaks down completely, crying out as she dashes frantically up the stairs.
Watch out! Those Hedo creatures up there! Let's go!
Come on, I'm already.
Let me carry you. The red tide is about to surge in. What? Shut up! Barley, stay behind me. I'll explain everything about Rose and Chaos later. But not now!
Pinned to the ground, Barley nods with gritted teeth. Yuko steps resistingly and allows herself to be carried on your back.
Let's go!
The moment you lift Yuko onto your back, an agonized scream tears through the air the moment the stairway where Darcy is.
It hurts so bad! Ah!
Then there's a thud of someone rolling down the steps and vanishing into the red tide. That's fucking crazy!
Darcy? Come on! Let's get the hell out of here!
But of course you're getting the hell out! You two are nothing but muscle-living traitors!
He suddenly whips out a gun from out of nowhere, aims at you, then quickly totes it downward, taking aim at the helpless Yuko.
Wow! Good hell!
Suddenly, the gunshot of a different caliber rings out all at once. Wow! We're just getting into it. We're going. We had a Mexican standoff this whole time. Bullets rip through Barley's chest and back, and he drops to the floor with blood streaming in his mouth, nose, and wounds.
Who's there?
Stabby, stabby, everyone gets a piece. The ending of the chapter in this gets harder later, up until the worst one yet. Well, don't spoil yet. This is some this is some top tier screams. I'm glad you all enjoying it. I'm just having fun with the screams. Rip Barley, he won't be missed. You're damn right he won't. He pulled a gun on us, and we had someone else pull up and shoot us and potentially save us, but we don't know if he's friendly or foe, or she is friendly or foe. Oh!
It's me. I noticed you were about to attack you, sir. A mercenary? What are you up to this time?
We need to head upstairs right away. The red tide is almost here.
No, just go. Keep this guy busy.
Yuko presses a hand over her wound and forces herself upright, as though she's about to pour all of her pent-up anger into the figure before her. Yet the mercenary just stands there, eyes fixed on Yuko, not moving an inch.
Go, hurry!
She staggers forward, almost collapsing at the mercenary's feet. Only then does the mercenary finally take off her protective mask. Oh, that was a girl? Ha! I thought that was a dude. I thought that was a girl. My fault. I thought that was a dude. I thought that was a dude. I thought that was a dude, not a girl. Oh! I'm fucking an idiot. How did I miss that? How did that whoosh, whoosh, whoosh? How did that go over my head? How did that go over my head? I thought I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, I should have put the two together. No wonder the fucking name sounded familiar. I'm like, this name sounds familiar, and I feel like we've heard it before. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh well. Oh man, that's fucking funny. I was just saying, I knew Chico. I'm like, whatever. Hey, you know what? We're here now. I know it's her. She's still gonna get that Scottish accent, but in a girl voice now.
Yuko, it's me. Yuko.
Why are you here? Oh, are they sisters? Is that the sister she was talking about? Okay. We're 87%, so we're almost done with this timeline. All right, here we go. Episode 8, how can you transform into a butterfly? Now, if you all can't tell, ladies and gentlemen, my voice is kind of shot, but I'm still moving on regardless. So here we go. Having dispatched the head-o creatures in front of her, Chico carefully lowers Yuko, who's been on her back, and pauses for a quick breather.
We got 14 more floors before we hit the highest observation deck. Let us take a quick break. Yuko's wound won't stop bleeding.
She checks Yuko's stomach wound, all the while keeping her ear out of any signs of trouble. Now, granted, The reason why my voice is also shot is because I was working on the short film, so I literally got the short film done 30 minutes before I streamed. So that's also why my voice is shot, because I had to use my voice to get it. While I had to use my voice to record audio in the short film. So that's also why my voice is also taking a shot as well. So my voice is gone quicker than expected, but that's fine because I was working on the short film. But it'll be out. It's out. It's ready to go, and it will be out tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. So mark your calendars for that. But here we go.
Okay, let's take a break then. The further we go up, the more of those creatures we'll run into.
I also am really liking me stepping back more and like having the mic right here, because I'm able to like use my hands to like bring out more emotion and bring out more of the voice out. So I do like that. I think I like this setup right now. I'm where I'm at right now. It's very nice.
Thanks for everything along the way, Chico.
She raises her head in mild surprise when she hears that name.
If you don't want to thank me, then first tell me what's going on here. You look like you've got more info than I do.
Sure.
You give a rundown on the Red Tide, the Hetero creatures, and the punishing virus, and what's happening outside Constellia. They both listen carefully.
It doesn't look like this disaster will blow over in a year or so.
Yeah.
This is only the start of the crisis, so how did you come to all of this? And then why are you calling me Chico instead of Kirishima?
If I said I've returned from the future, would you buy it?
Sure, I don't see any other explanation. You're really from the future? Does that mean you could still turn things around in Constellia and save us? The key is about to get broken, but I guess it has maybe 2 uses left? No, maybe only have 1.
I can't guarantee that.
Since it arrived here from the future, you must already know what our fate will be today, right?
Yeah. Neither of you will die here. In the future, both you and your sister will become constructs. Yuko joins the support force while you join the purifying force.
Not bad at all. So what happens after that?
You rise to vice captain and earns everyone trust. Then during one of your search operations, you're killed in action.
It feels so real to see her back like this when I first played this chapter. Oof. Yeah. Wait, so is Yuko still alive in our timeline, or is she gone? Because I don't remember her being brought up at all during my time playing PGR. I don't think her name gets brought up. Oh, we will read it now? Okay, perfect. Cool. Okay.
Did my sacrifice give everyone else the opportunity they needed?
You managed to hold off the catastrophe, save your friend, and with your help, we also got our hands on some very critical intel.
Great. Looks like I gotta make sure I pull through today. If I'm up here, I don't be any use to anyone. Sis, you... Nothing surprising there. Mom is that way, and so am I. The answer to the sorry wound, I got it. Those who are cornered often cling to sacrifice to the produce virtue.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Our woman is just still fighting. Dense red tide floods the tunnel below, leaving Lucia nearly blind. With her senses diluted by the punishing virus' intense concentration, she follows her scouted route and presses forward through the rolling tide. Time paradox? You'll create a time paradox? Oh, yeah, you're right, because if we don't know anything about her in our timeline, when we go to... Well, we technically kind of made a time paradox then the moment we met her then. So us getting more information about her now is going to create is gonna create some type of effect when we come back to our timeline. Whether she's alive or dead, something's gonna happen because the moment we met her, which I don't believe we met her before, the moment we do meet her, that time shit's already going all doing its thing.
Cradle?
Lucia whips around, her blade erupting with a sharp clang that lingers in the air. Cradle staggers back, but in the blink of an eye, swings her scythe again with a scornful chuckle. The crimson surge, both blades clash and strain, vibrating until they unleash a shrill, prolonged ring. The fact that we cannot hear that is fucking sad. The clash reverberates and echoes, cycling over and over without a pause. At last, the red tide engulfs every piercing sound, turning them into a low, ominous roar. Nah? Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, that's alright. The fruit reside is finally wiped out. Now I'm finally done hunting back. The sight skims the construct's cheek, its sharp gleam sparkling the red glow in Lucia's eyes. Shedding fluid whips from the wound, stretch into a thin strand by her swift movement, then dissolves into endless red tide. Out of my way! Thrusters ignite into a brilliant blaze. Oh, she's got a thruster still? Okay. Lucia narrows her eyes and slashes, breaking Cradle's tight offensive. The moment Cradle slips back into a flicker, Lucia surges forward and confronts her head on. Raising her blade high, she slices through the red surging flow in a bright flash that illuminates everything around her. So, you're that eager to ditch your Commandant and head back to the Hedo Tower on your own? Yeah, but it's in her feet. Huh? Oh, the reason why she flies. Okay. Okay, so they took pieces from the Lotus, Plume. Oh god, what was her other friend? Dawn. So we got Lotus, Dawn, and now Plume. So they all combined them in one, because Lotus is the hack and slash, the Dawn is the extra blades, and the Plume is the thrusters. That's pretty cool. At least they all kind of like converge it together. Lucia stays silent, her blade flashes like a fierce storm, tearing through the water bit by bit, only for it to surge back together as if mending a wound. The deeper she goes, the heavier the pressure of the red tide becomes. Cradle scatters when the blade clash, leaving behind a derisive laugh. When the enemy disappears again, Lucia adjusts her stance and dives deeper further down. But the red tide quickly slurs into a new human shape, a curved scythe once more poised right behind Lucia. You really think that Commandant is safe just because I'm here? On Plume, her jetpack was separate, but now she has thrusters on her feet. Oh, her design, yes, her design is very nice. A savage surge of murderous intent tears through the construct's awareness. The device on its spine flares a bright warning red. Flames roar non-stop, propelling it away from foe in a flash. This time, Cradle refrains from charging again. She flickers her wrist, sending her scythe into a sweeping arc while her body tilts backwards under its weight. All the while, a radiant grin remains fixed on her lips. Come on, show me whether your blood you've wrung from the Hedo Tower can flood every corner of Constellia. Oh, she's getting pissed. In the midst of her swift descent, Lucia abruptly stops. A katana materializes in her left hand and then swirls she swirls around, bringing both blades up to front of her overhead. Cradle features lie shrouded in darkness. A swirling crimson wraps around the scythe's blade. Just as the construct raises her blade, a humanoid Hedo creature now heaves her weapon in the same manner. The attacker reverberates. Ooh, she's all bloody now. Oh damn. Okay, had me fucked. I'm looking at her hand. I'm like, why is her hand like that? But if memory serves me right, I believe Dawn's hand was like that as well. Pyroth is pretty much the aggregate of all the previous frames, and it's even one that was designed by Grey Raven as a whole, mentioned as her via character idea or secret things from her menus things. Oh, okay. Yeah, her hand fucked me up here. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But it's her hand is the sword. The scythe's tip tear open a savage gash across Lucia's chest.
Her complex mechanical system ruptured in an instant, shards flying across from her torso. Looks like today's the day you meet your end. Lisa grips her sword held firmly, her stare fixed on Kratos' face. Every clang and echo around them fades into a relentless roar of the red tide. Okay, I at least want to try to get... I'm hoping to at least get done with the first timeline, so that way we're set up very nicely for Tuesday when we do the second timeline. You three forge ahead, your weapons rattling with every strike. You and Chico trade off the severely injured Yuko as you ascend to the exhibit stairs with your thoughts.
They're almost at the top floor.
The tide behind you rushes up the stairs in a flash, its roar thunderous.
The red tide is closing in on the top floor too.
A harsh roar echoes through the air as the building front wall splits open and a twisted giant claw wedges itself into the crack. A deafening roar tears through the air again as the head of a creature lunges straight at Chico, who is still carrying the wounded Yuko on her back. The creatures snarl in pain as they crash onto the ground, then trembles into the relentless red tide.
Stay close to me.
Two shots echo across the field, sending the hetero creatures in the way, toppling off to either side. The red tide swallows and dissolves its creation, steadily eating away at the skyscrapers. The route to safety climbs endless upward, only when the echo of footsteps shaking the stairwell silence. Lift, aim, pull the trigger. As the shot rings out, another hetero creature vanishes in an instant. The relentless gunfire leaves your arm tingling with numbness, and you mentally track the dwindling ammo in the distance of freedom. The wall on the left side gives way in an instant, and a nimble monster pounces with its claws outstretched. Oh fuck, I got the hiccups. Its massive jaw snaps at the pistol in your hand, but you already aimed at its throat, unleashing another round. Taking advantage of the forward rush with nowhere left to run, the monster's neck collides with the shining blade. Searing hot blood splatters across your faces, and the creature's head detaches and tumbles free. Chico strides forward, I almost said kicking ass. Kicking aside the headless corpse with her path. With one hand, she steadies the wounded person in her back, and the other, she grabs your arm, hauling you clear of the surging red tide. I need to check something really quick. Adrenaline spikes, powering your legs to drive upward to a swift kick. Ooh, okay. The exhaustion dissolves. You reload, aim, and pull the trigger. The bullet erupts from the chamber, tearing straight through the enemy's body. Bullets rip overhead, monsters cry out in torment, and panic screams echo behind all its roars, a blast so intense it feels like it could split your head open. These sounds unite into a weeping, pulse-pounding symphony, while the tower's windows silently reflect the desperate scramble of those racing for safety.
We're nearly at the top floor.
As soon as we get through the door on the top floor, we can make it to the viewing bridge.
This isn't a promise of hope. It's the final countdown when there's nowhere left to run.
What if the red tide rushes to the observation bridge? Then what?
Is there anything higher ground left?
No. If that's how things are, then what are we gonna do?
You look down on the box Chaos just gave you with a throbbing hetero creature's futures alive.
If all goes according to plan, this fruit will fuse with her, making separation almost impossible. That way I can keep her in check and stop her from freely controlling the red tide.
Except... So, we're probably going to end up having to eat the fruit. We're going to die. We'll come back. Probably in a different timeline, hopefully. Or we're in the Hetero Tower, which would be ideal.
Behind you!
You glance over your shoulder. Several monstrous hetero creatures are clawing their way out of the surging red tide, all vying for the exit. Shit! The ambushing creatures unleash piercing cries before tumbling back into the tide, one by one. To be fair, Kratos' breathing probably puffs P-virus. Probably with just with the she'll do it. Scrambling to dodge their attacks, Chico loses her footing and goes rolling down the steps. Oh, son of a bitch! The red tide surges even closer, just now a step away at the bottom of the stairs. Chico's legs twist at a grotesque angle, leaving her unable to stand on her own.
Sensing death at her heels, Chico forces herself up. Acting purely on instinct, she raises her arms and hoists her younger sister to safety.
No! I'll pull you up!
She struggles to stand, flesh blood leaking from her animal womb with each attempt. Both of you, take my hand! Your heart is racing and your voice quivers as you force the words out. Before help reaches the distressed figure, a swarm of shadowy butterflies burst out from behind both of them. It glides across gently at the churning water, settles near Yuko's ears, and conveys its master's command in a barely audible whisper. Then, as though it's threatening, the butterfly proboscis? I think that's how you say it? Drives right into Chico's shoulder, and her blood pours down in a thick pillow-like stream.
Chico!
You finally drag Chico up and guide her to the bridge entrance. At the same time, Yuko collapses on the steps, looking like she's ready to meet her end as she watches the red butterflies. But the red butterflies ignore her and fly straight at you and Chico.
If we don't move now, we'll never make it!
Those words jolt Yuko away, clutching her wound. She struggles to stand, and under those red butterflies' watchful gaze makes the desperate dash toward the exit at the topmost level. Together, the three of you step into the highest point, one that offers no way back. Okay. Holy shit, the entire city's in red tide. The night remains dark and oppressive. On the wineless observation bridge, red butterflies swirl in the air, looming as close as the bloody tide below. They make no move to launch a futile attack. Instead, they seem to linger on the bridge, observing what final stance the trio will take. In the end, you're back into a dead end, like there's no escaping this grim fate. Wow, they're really playing this song? Ha! Days, it feels like you're already trapped in that endless Inverhedo Tower, facing the same desperate chase and bloodshed.
Yeah. I've been killed like this more times than I can remember.
But at the end of each tragedy, Lucia is always right there beside you. Over time, she goes from panic to calm, ready to take everything in stride. Then the moment finally arrives and her face stays locked in, a mix of grief and fury. Where is Lucia now?
Wait, where is Lucia now? Did she get the Inverhedo Tower? Is there any way to roll back time before she stepped inside? If the tower's timeline is in sync with mine, then once I'm pulled back in, does that mean Constellia will remain swallowed by this red tide for good?
You try to distract yourself with scattered thoughts, but you can't shake off the darkest possibility. Will Lucia still be able to return? Without thinking, you clutch the fruit Chaos gave you. She warned you'd die for sure if you ate it, but there's a slim chance it could rein in Cradle.
I'm at my wit's ends. Maybe I should do it here. And Lucia, am I really leaving her to handle this all by herself again?
Inuko!
You hear her cry and see Yuko down on all fours at the bridge's edge, surrounded by swarms of butterflies that seem to hold her hostage. Oh fuck. Ugh. My breathing's fucking up.
Stay back! I can't.
Oh! She suddenly swallows the rest of her words, letting them spill out as tears. Oh man.
Easy, Yoko. They haven't gone after you yet. Don't provoke them.
Speaking calmly, you clutch your dagger and inches closer. Hey, who followed? Ikira! Welcome to
Ironclad Nebula.
a place where we must move forward, no matter what. Who else? Rakir City! Woohoo! Good morning! Hello! Welcome to Ironclad Nebula as well. A place where we must move forward no matter. Hey! Sticks! Yo! Back to back! That's crazy! Yo! Hey! Yo! Everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Yo! Harzuki! Yo! We're back to back! Yo! That's crazy! Yo! That's a 4-piece. That's a 5-piece! Yo! Zos Major, yo! That's a 5-piece, yo! That's crazy. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Ironclad Nebula, where we have to move forward no matter what. Because time waits for no one, and we have to be in Ironclad Nebula. Because Ironclad is unbreakable, and the nebula is the stars. Welcome everyone to Ironclad Nebula. Welcome to the channel. I thank you all for subscribing and following. You all are in for the long haul. You all are in for one hell of a journey as well, and I cannot wait to show you all what is happening. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this. I'm so grateful that people are following and seeing this. This makes me so happy. And again, I thank you all. Shark Faith, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome. You're just in time. I guess something's about to happen here. Everyone's freaking the fuck out. Saying like it's coming. Pause. But something's about to happen. But welcome to the chapter. If you want, when you go to watch the bot, you're gonna be in for a haul. You're gonna see some top tier voice acting. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on and see what happens to the Yuko, and what happens with us, with the fruit that Chaos has given us. Basically, this is the part, we met Chico already. We're at the top of the bridge. We're seeing the butterflies. We saw Rose sadly pass, and we're at the end of the timeline. So we're thinking about eating the fruit that Chaos gave us, but I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen here. So I think that's the point that we're at right now. If you can remember. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, someone woke up with their parents, siblings, grandparents, and even grandparents to follow this lovable being of a man. Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking funny. Also, Sharkbait, my voice is shot because of the voice acting, and because of the short film that I was working on. So, we here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on. Let's see what happens. Get down! You fire a rapid series of shots and push back the butterflies around her, only for another swarm to surge in right away. Sensing your intent, the butterflies swarm over Yukiko. In a single heartbeat of hesitation, one of them plunges its prosthetic strikes into her eye. Oh my. Ah! Stay calm! I'm coming closer, Yukiko! Overwhelmed by the agony, Yuko tears the butterfly from her face, which makes her hand start to rot almost instantly. Please! Please! I'm begging you! I'm begging you! Don't leave me behind! There's another level across the bridge! Let's hurry! The red tide's are rolling in! The butterflies won't spare us! Ah! Don't give up now, Yuko! You carve a path with your dagger and catch Yuko by the railing of the observation bridge. Hang on a little more. There still might be a chance. A chance. Lead on to me. We. Halfway through your wounds, a sudden jolt of pain lances through your chest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
understand why your squad failed the rescue simulation.
Memories from the old days flash through your mind.
Why? Why?
That should be enough. Ah, she fucking double traded us. They done now. They traded us. That's crazy. That should be enough, right? And the commandant will be pinned down by a pack of useless rotten wood. Please just let it go already. The butterflies on the bridge scatter all at once as though echoing this last mournful cry.
I lied. So that's what it truly meant.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll give her my life if that's what it takes. Through your blurred vision, she reaches out for the long needle again. Iruka! Blood rushes from your torn lung into your mouth and nose, making it almost impossible to bleed. Sit down now. Just focus on stopping the bleeding. You shove Chico's arm aside and stagger toward the edge of the observation bridge, collapsing there as a red tide creeps dangerously close.
It's not necessary.
Right now, we're both cornered with nowhere to run. The key is about to break broken. I guess it has maybe 2 uses left. No, it might only have 1. Then...
Can't afford it. Huh? Can't afford it. Waste it.
we'll just have to gamble... Wait.
We'll just have to gamble everything on this.
You grit your teeth against the searing pain, dig out the fruit from your pocket, and force it down with the taste of blood still on your tongue. Then you set your sights on the crimson torrent before you. In one swift motion, you hurl yourself forward. You can't tell how long passes, but the thunderous crash of the tide slowly fades. Let me see what y'all talking before I continue on with my voice acting. Chat decided to duplicate itself. Ironic considering Commandant is wearing power armor. Shouldn't his armor protect him from that? Well, even if it is, wasn't it still a prototype? But I also think that we weren't wearing armor because if we were able to bring the armor in, we would have most definitely. But then, at the same time, we are in a different timeline. Okay. Oh, okay. Y'all just talk about the military. Y'all just talk about the armor. Okay. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue on here. Glancing upward, you notice snowflakes drifting down from above. No matter how you try to move, you can't feel the shape of your own body. It's as if your consciousness is floating in water, becoming one with it. You drift like this for what it feels like an eternity, and your scattered senses slowly converge. Now, you're able to perceive information, allowing you to sketch out the scene before you.
It's January 2nd, 2061. The third day since I arrived in Constellia. Chaos stands at a distance, using the fruit she planted to hold back Kratos' ability. Kratos, perplexed, keeps checking herself, struggling to understand why the retard has faded. It really has. Staggering footsteps approach the twin observation building, come to a halt in the street, then kneel She lifts a torn jacket from the red tide. It's Lucia.
Commandant. Her voice quivers, and her fingertips tremble.
Is that all that's left for us? Are you making her show that expression again? Are you dumping all this on her to deal with this by herself again? Is this the only option we have left?
Amid the heart-rending cries, a single flash of clear crimson slips quietly into the butterfly's possession. Miracles and dawn remain just out of reach. Yup. That's crazy. Cradle the second. That's interesting. Wow. That's fucking crazy. That's some really good reading. That's some really good dialogue. That was really good. I really enjoyed that one. That one was really good. Okay, so we got 4. So we got 4 that we have to do here. That's nice. Good to know that we're gonna be here. Well, okay, that also means we're gonna be here for a minute. So far, that first one, really good. Really enjoyed that. So we ended up dying. We knew that we were, but the fact that we had to leave Lucia in that timeline is kind of fucked. But I mean, she's a strong woman. I believe in her. Granted, she had to see us die, but that's still pretty good. All right, so it's 9:46 right now. Is this a good spot for me to be at, or do I need to do one episode to be at a good spot? That Lucia, that Lucia in that timeline died later on. Oh, she ended up dying? She really? Almost like, okay, so we don't even know. We don't really know. Every 1/4 of this chapter is a good spot to stop on. So will you guys let me know if I'm at that 1/4 spot? With so many rewinds there are many Lucia. With so many rewinds, there are many Lucias left behind. Ah, okay. Oh, damn, that's fucked. So you're telling me out of all the rewinds that we have not even seen, that just saw glimpses, she's been left behind every time. Damn, that's fucked. That's crazy. Damn, that's fucking insane. Okay. So I'm at the 1/4 spot right now then. Okay. So on the top right, there are 4 sub-chapters. You finished 1, so you're on the 1/4 spot right now. Okay, so every chapter that we do is a 1... I see what you mean now. 1/4, 2/4. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay. Well, then I would say that we're at a good spot. If we're at the good spot, then we're at a good spot. I would say that we'll probably leave it there then. So this is from 9 to 14. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not going to be bad at all. This pacing should be really quickly then. When you're done with this chapter, I beg, please listen to A Burning Vow. Okay, I'll probably just do it on stream if we want to do it, if we want to play it like that then. That'll be cool. But yeah, I think this is a good spot for us to be at, just because one, I save my voice so that way I can talk to my family when they get home tonight, because they're on their way home right now. Second, this is a good spot for us to be at. We learned what happened in this timeline. We're going to see what happens in this next timeline. And I think on top of that, it gives you guys time, if the people who are elite, gives people time to do what they need, go, get some food, go to bed, all that fun stuff. And then, we get ready for the short film that comes out tomorrow. So I think this is a really good spot. So this is good. I think we're at a good spot. So y'all gonna have to remind me though, ladies and gentlemen, about what to listen to when we're done with this chapter, so that way I don't forget and y'all can keep me accountable. So I would say that'd be good. So yeah, like I said, y'all gotta remind me. So we've got The Burning Vow, and then we've got another song, Watch Weave Vow. Oh, Watch Weave Vows. Okay, so we gotta watch it and then we gotta listen. So we'll do that then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. This was one of my favorite ones so far. The voice acting, the visuals, the dialogue, the story overall, really, really good so far. Whether it takes the #1 spot in the main story has yet to be seen still, just because the chapter's not complete. So far, Cradle Parade is still taking the top one for now. But whether this one topples it, we're gonna have to see. So I think we're gonna be good. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you all so much for being here. I'm so grateful I get to be able to do this. I'm so grateful that you all are watching and enjoying the content I am putting out. Again, reminder, the short film comes out tomorrow, 7 a.m. All I've got to do now is just get the technical parts done. It's like, title. I got to get the thumbnail done. I got to get a couple other things, but it's ready to roll. So it'd be good. So my favorite one is still 17 and 26. I always say Cradle Parade is still my #1. Surviving Lucifer was really good too. So yeah, I really enjoyed those. But ladies and gentlemen, again, be ready for that short film to come out. And I'm already getting ready for the next one as we speak. So ladies and gentlemen, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we continue on with Shapers Ripples. Until then, you all take care, you be safe, and I'll see you then. I'm out. Peace!